All right, welcome back to Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Just as Josh has decided to get up.
Great timing, Josh.
I think it faded in just as you were walking out.
Just in time for you to like throw the headphones down.
Audio's good.
All right, perfect. All right, and we are back in Waterdeep. Our adventurers have just kind of made a commotion in the city. Brought some news to the ears and eyes of Vajra Safar, the Blackstaff, and she did not much like the tone of it, so she summoned the group in to have a talk and sent them on a mission up Mount Waterdeep to meet the monk Halam. And on the way, they ran into a manticore and some city guards who were hostile. But perhaps you found out they weren't actually city guards.
No. They were Zentarum.
They were Zentarum. Or maybe Zentarum.
They were Zentarum. They had a tattoo.
Maybe. I mean...
So you have to wait 4 hours. You know, Dan has taken a tumble, but he's okay, but he just needs to take a nap for a bit. So in that time, yeah, you are able to determine that those were false city guard members. They were actually Zentarum agents. In that time, you found the actual guards were buried in a shallow grave not far. And one of them you'd already seen in the Manticore's cave.
Okay.
Did Gus loot the dead guards in the shallow grave?
They didn't have anything. The Zentarum folks had whatever they had. And I think you looted all of them already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote down somewhere.
You got 100 gold, I remember.
Yeah, I remember that too. Pretty vividly.
And a vial of dark liquid.
Ah, that's right. Well, I have some bourbon, so...
Crack it open.
Things get hairier, you know. They're pretty. There's nowhere to go but up, I feel. So.
I feel like bourbon might wake Dandriel up faster.
I mean, I've got this crazy wand that I need to test out. Oh man, I don't know. I'm gonna sit on that for a second.
Oh, you haven't used it yet?
In 4 hours of boredom, you're gonna sit on it?
You're totally gonna.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm going to draw out the wand that I found on one of the guards.
Okay.
Aim it at one of the dead bodies.
I'm going to aim it at one of the dead bodies.
Okay, so
a voice in my head is telling me this.
The furthest one away.
You're going to select a target and use a charge of the wand?
Yes.
Okay, give me a moment. I didn't have it pulled up.
Well, you didn't anticipate this?
It's the wand of the finger of death.
No, I should have assumed that would be the first thing that happened. I just was not thinking about it. But I should actually read what it does.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And now Night Breeze is down. And you're going to animate it.
It trades his HP with that of the target.
And now you have a wandering around corpse.
Are you using one charge of the wand?
Yes.
Magic missile.
Aiming at a corpse?
Yes.
Yeah, 3 glowing darts of magical force appear, and they spin fancy pattern in the air and reach their target, appearing to deal some damage to this dead person.
Hey guys, he's extra dead.
Is it like a magic missile wand?
Yeah, it's a wand of magic missiles.
Nice.
Okay, now you have the best one.
You are now officially the only person who can't miss.
Nice.
The bees don't miss.
Well, here's where it gets interesting. Now that I know this, the wand of magic missiles, and now that I know how character type plays, I hand it to Lindario.
Oh.
Lindario now has a wand of magic missiles with 1 charge expended.
Are you sure?
It is not very effective for me to have something that could be more useful at a range, considering that I'm always going to be up close and personal with those that we are in combat with. I'd rather you have the ability to get my back if I need it.
If nothing else, you can probably sell it for good money.
Or you could hit Gus with it.
The bees are really for him.
Understood. Understood.
The bees are a better
Thank
deterrent.
You can sting him with bees, you can sting him with magic.
Either way,
It's
that's about the same damage, right?
probably close. That's fun.
So you guys doing anything else for your hours? You could end up taking a short rest if you want. This doesn't count as a rest for Dandriel, though.
Nope.
I mean,
If
there's
we-
Oh, what's more restful than a slight coma?
I mean, it's fair.
I don't know, have you ever asked the person as they come out of a coma how rested they are? Maybe they're not rested at all.
That's true.
They usually look
just
pretty
returned
tired.
to the point where their body functions.
They usually look kind of tired and out of it for about 6 hours.
So are we just kind of like sitting vigil around Dan like until he wakes up?
Singing Kumbaya and...
Well, no, I was gonna say I probably would like take out my loot and be like plucking at it absently.
I'm applying more oils. Scented oils.
Jesus.
Why scented?
Well, you know, just a
Oh,
little,
it's-
just a nice, like a cedar wood, maybe lavender.
That's why we can't have nice things, Gus.
No, I help get nice things.
Yeah, like that girlfriend that you're dating, right? That went well.
It's going really well. You know,
Actually, Gus, maybe you should write her a letter while we're up here waiting.
Oh yeah.
dearest,
I don't even remember her
You
name.
don't remember her name.
No, just dearest, right? Just
It's
dearest?
just dearest.
dearest,
You're
most,
that close.
most
You don't need
dearest. Her name is Arleth. Arleth,
It was
Penny.
Apple. She's an Aboleth.
penny money.
Oh, Jesus.
to. Are you trying to James Bond yourself here?
Of course he is.
Oh my goodness.
So if you, so
He's
you guys,
trying to James Bond. He's very much going to Austin. It's very clear.
so you guys are essentially just waiting for Dan, right?
Yeah.
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 I mean, we could take short rests. I don't need one, so I could stay vigilant while you guys rest.
Yeah, I don't really need one either. I mean, yeah, I feel like we should definitely be watching, making sure no one else comes up the mountain.
And
Right.
clubs me to death.
How long do you think those bodies do we think those bodies have been there? Can I do a check or something?
Thank you.
Sure. Make a nature check.
19. I missed whatever that was.
It has been maybe 5 or 6 days. I think I missed whatever happened.
I did too. Okay.
It's all good.
It's all right. It's all right. It's
all
fine.
I blame
It's fine.
Josh. Yep, I was right.
I just wasn't expecting that.
And so wait, so it's been 5 or 6 days, you said?
Yeah.
How many days has it been since like we killed the Xanathar people?
Since you were in the sewer?
Was that 2 days?
Yeah, that happened on...
Probably 3 days.
Yeah.
That all happened on the 21st of chess. It is currently the 23rd of chess.
Okay.
So yeah, 2 days ago.
So they were killed pretty much before we even, like, started doing anything, essentially.
So it's Gus's fault.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you think this potentially happened before Fayday.
Okay.
Okay.
But not
So
too
they've
far
been up here,
before.
stationed up here since then. Very interesting. I feel like we would have conversations and talk about this.
I think so.
Hmm.
I think it'd be worth keeping this in mind and maybe find a way to bring this up with our content.
I wouldn't know anything about what to do with.
Well, to be fair, you're busy oiling yourself.
I'm very confused. I half think we were set up by the Black Staff, and I'm also kind of confused about Zentarum attacking because we were helping them, and I don't know what to do now.
But we said that we were with the city. So if the Zentarum hates the Black Staff lady who owns the city guards, we said we came from her. And
Yeah, but she could have had them waiting for us and set us up.
why would she have Zentarum waiting for us? She would have just her own city guards there. Like, why would she kill her own guards?
What if she's like a
there?
What if she's a Zentarum leader?
I don't know. It's all very convoluted.
Or heck, she might just be mad that I'm getting all the publicity, and she's trying to take me out.
So you think that she would potentially have worked with the Zentarum to pin this and to put this on somebody else that isn't herself, just like she's hired us to be gray hands to do their dirty work?
Yes.
But why would she, if she wanted to get rid of us, well, maybe get rid of us and the Zentarum in the same thing? Because, like, if she wanted to get rid of us, she would have just locked us in prison when we were there.
Well,
Instead, she sent us up here.
Well, to be fair, the Zentarum as a whole are in it to do what they can to better their position. So they could have been hired to do something of this nature. They could have also been hired to, or they could be taking this as a point of interest. I think that there's a lot up in the air that we need to figure out. But I'm more interested to see that we get Dan back to health and continue our journey up the mountain.
Yeah. Well, they did this before we even caused any trouble. Like, that's the thing, you know? Like,
right. So I think that kind of
they were up
that
here before
chance, right?
us, and before we even, like, you know, were even part of the picture, they already had designs there. I bet, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we need to talk to Davil when we get back and say, did you guys have some strategy being up there? You obviously were sent up there for something.
I think that's fair.
I think that's a good next move. It's safer to talk to him than to confront the Black Staff.
Sure.
Or we could do both.
Yeah.
We can just confront everybody and make Waterdeep our own.
So are we going to wait for Dan to wake up, or are we just going to carry him down?
Oh, we're going up.
We still have to talk to him.
down.
I completely forgot about him.
It was the Manticore
reason we're
flight. You know, it's what happened with the Manticore. I understand.
I just assume he's going to ambush us too.
How hard could one person be?
Yeah, he's actually
What's another hour?
he's actually an ancient dragon just waiting for us.
Right. So yeah, so I think we'll probably would be talking all these talk and waiting for Dan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm all appropriately greased up.
And
Good
after some time passes, it's into the afternoon now. Dan, you open your eyes and you're able to sit up.
Oh Lord. Oh,
And you're sitting in a tent that isn't super familiar to you.
Oh, why? Oh, what?
Buddy! Welcome back.
You have 1 hit point.
Oh wow, I have 1 hit point. All right, let's adjust.
It's a big adjustment.
It's huge. It's huge, as they say. All right. Bourbon? You had bourbon, right? I need bourbon in this moment.
No, I would definitely offer you. I don't think you know that I have bourbon, but I would offer you bourbon. I was planning.
I'm the kind of guy that asked for a red eye at like 6 in the morning. I need bourbon.
No, I was planning on offering you one. I have 5 flasks, so I will give you a flask of bourbon.
Oh, that's fantastic. That might carry me through the morning. It's afternoon, I guess.
And if you consume that whole flask, we're gonna have to carry you all evening.
Who's this we?
Well, you're not strong. I'm not strong. Lynn's not strong. We have no strength.
No, I'll take a nip off the flask as I kind of like wake up and just like, all right, so what happened? What? I thought it was going really well there. I was all like,
it went so well. Funny story. What happened was, you took some people hurt you in a bad way, but we have taken care, and now we've been hanging out waiting for you to wake up. And apparently they were Zentarum.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like we're getting real used here. Like by a lot of people.
And how does that make you feel?
Empowered, because they're all jealous.
Of the second most attractive man in all of Waterdeep?
Sure.
We're starting to weigh him down. Does anyone have anything that I could use to heal myself?
No.
I don't.
None of us have anything.
I gave all that I had earlier.
I mean, I might be able to, like, later tonight.
You mean like after a long rest?
Yeah, after
Well,
many hours.
I'll try and take it a little easy then. Maybe I'll be a little bit less gusto running in on the next thing that we run into.
So wait, this rest would have put us about what time, DM?
About 3 p.m.
Okay.
I'm almost wondering if we should have taken a long rest for people while we were waiting to do this and just planned on staying a few more hours.
I'd rather just like get this guy and like get back.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get to the top and rest someplace where we know we're safe.
As long as Dan doesn't like stumble and fall down the whole mountain and like just roll the whole way, I think.
Oh, it wouldn't take nearly that much to knock me back out. Trust me.
Great. Awesome.
He just needs to fall from the bottom step of something.
He just needs to fall while taking the bottom step.
Don't high five too hard.
Yeah, I feel like I'm one good trip from
give a little like pat on the back. Oh god. Okay. So let's talk strategy. So we're in this outer courtyard of the building, right? And the building is where the monk is, correct?
You still have more trail to go, but not a ton.
Okay.
This was like a checkpoint.
Okay.
And from what Gus knows, this is basically kind of 2 things. One is they're here to basically make sure Halam can meditate in peace. So they're kind of keeping people out. But there's also here just like in case any city emergency happens on the mountain, they have someone is just in the vicinity.
Okay.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Yeah.
Right.
What are the odds that Halam's still here?
Of course he's here. He lives here.
Did we ever figure out who chucked the rock?
Did they kill him?
Who chucked the rocks at us?
No.
Probably one of the guys that we killed.
Alright.
It was the Manticore.
Let's go talk to Halam if he's alive.
Let's do it.
If not, maybe I can sleep in his bed.
So now, remember, she said that he doesn't like being annoyed and bothered. So I think we need to
So I'll lead the conversation.
Mm.
I don't think that's a good idea, Gus.
You know, what's the worst that can happen?
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Well, if it's to him, sure.
Okay.
If he gets beat over the head with a stick, I'll be okay.
All right. So you guys are continuing up the trail. So here there's an actual trail. So for a lot of this, there wasn't really a well-defined trail, but basically since you came to that bridge, there's been a more well-defined path you're on. So
Okay.
give me your order.
I'm leading by at least 30 feet.
We'll go with Dan second, Lynn third.
No, we will not. I am all the way in the back.
Oh, you can't be in the back. What if we get flanked? You got to be in the middle.
I'll be second. You be third, Dan, and we'll do the same order we did before.
I don't know how much I like Gus being the one watching my back.
I'm very perceptive.
All right.
You know,
We can switch if you'd rather. I can be in the back, and Gus can be second.
So you want me? Yeah. I mean, then that's fine.
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
So Night
Let's
Breeze,
do that.
Gus, Dan.
great,
Lynn.
so I'm gonna die. Awesome.
You're powerful. You've got
yeah, powerful.
you got like weird teleport things that you can do.
Yeah, so it will be. Yeah, I'm fine with that though. All
right.
Night Breeze, Gus, Dan, Lindariel.
Yep.
Okay. Night Breeze, I'll have you make a survival check.
Fantastic. This is where I die. I mean, I roll really well. Survival? That would be a 14.
All right. You make your way up. It's almost a half mile, and you're nearing the top of the mountain, and you do see a cave ahead.
Guys, there's a cave ahead. I continue to the cave.
Okay. You walk in.
That's his cave, right?
And,
Yeah, because we were told he lives in a cave near the top, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And you can see this. It's mostly a tunnel, and it kind of curves around to the right a bit.
Okay.
It's not opening up into a huge room, at least not. Not as far
I'm
as
going
you
to
can see.
I'm going to say in a rather loud but non-angsty voice, Halam, visitors are here to see you.
Okay. You don't hear any reply.
Beautiful. I guess I'll move closer or more into the cave.
Okay. Is everyone else following along at about the same distance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give
We can get a little closer since we're.
his lighted unicorn horn.
My horn can pierce the sky.
Okay. Yep. As you go around the corner, it does open up into not a huge room. It's maybe 20 by 20, and you can see the tunnel still continues on the other side of it as well. And there's a large boulder up on one wall, and you can see sitting cross-legged on the boulder is a bald, wizened old man, and his eyes are closed, and he seems to be meditating.
Are you Halam? I'm gonna, just see if he reacts at all.
Yeah, and as soon as you say that, he puts up his finger like this, and he doesn't like move his head or react in any other way, and then he puts his hand down.
I'll wait.
And so I think that's the rest of you fall into the room too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey guys, what's going on?
He wants us to wait, so I think it'd be best for us to do that for right now.
What'd you say to him?
I said, "Halam."
That's it?
Yeah.
Hey, Halam. There's some dead guards outside. They were killed by Zentarum.
Yep, he just puts up his finger again.
Like seriously, there's dead guys out there. Did you hear anything?
Halam, when you're ready, we were sent by the Black Staff.
It's quite cozy here. Do I
Is there
see
anything else in the
Is there
room?
anything interesting in the room?
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
I got a 14.
7.
$12.
I'm focused on Halam, so... Oh,
Oh, we lost.
uh-oh.
And maybe he's back.
Yeah, that was weird.
Okay, you don't have video.
Yeah, it dropped off for a second.
Okay. Yeah, there's
While you were gone, you died.
Yeah, if you disconnect, your character dies.
Oh man.
That's the rule.
Yeah, I did 12.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything else of interest in here. Seems like the dirt floor and this one boulder he's sitting on. And
So he's super monkish.
yeah, it's not even a very big room, and where he's sitting on the boulder, he's pretty close to the ceiling.
Like he's really tall, or the
No, like the bolt, like it's maybe a good 6-7 foot boulder he's sitting on top of.
Oh, I
But-
thought we were like a Willy Wonka situation here.
Yeah, so he's sitting up higher, but the ceiling isn't that much taller than where he is at.
How long? How much time do you need? Maybe a little direction here.
And he finally looks up at you and says,
Hey.
"And so it is lost. 100-year-old truth nearly unraveled. I hope you have important cause to interrupt me."
Wait, you've been meditating for 100 years?
And he doesn't really respond. He kind of just looks over at you. He's waiting for to learn why you've interrupted him.
Guys, I think this is like a Nell situation.
Halam, we don't mean to disturb you. We were sent by the Black Staff. She asked us to come to seek out your wisdom if there are any threats to the city.
Okay, we can do this. You'll have to help me. Come, gather in a circle. So are you guys moving?
Yeah.
I want to check for
all
traps.
Sure, make an investigation check.
Natural 1.
Yeah, you don't find any traps.
Oh, Rogue's got a rogue. Yeah, well, I'll walk
I will
closer.
cautiously come up and follow him.
Don't worry, guys. There's nothing here. I already checked.
I'll stand next to him on one side or wherever he positions.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll fill in whatever spot in the circle needs to be filled.
So Lynn came in first, and then Nightbreeze and Dan and Gus is staying back towards the door, towards the entrance.
Yeah.
Yep. So he'll kind of like position you around, and he stands in the middle of you, and he asks you to hold out your hands like this, like this, and he stands in the middle, and he closes his eyes for a moment, and he starts kind of turning in a circle, and he kneels down for a minute. And he doesn't say anything else. He's just kneeling, and it's quiet again. Kind of similar to when you first arrived. He's not really reacting.
What are we holding our hands up for?
Shh, just let him do what he needs to do.
I think he's meditating.
But he did it for 100 years. I can't hold my hand up for 100 years. Guys, I'm a human. I can't last that long.
100 years is but a drop in the bucket of life.
He also appears to be a human.
Whoa.
I'll let you know that.
Hey, my arm's getting tired.
So, after about 10 minutes, he stands up and walks over to Lynn. And he like comes towards your hand and gets like super close to it. To where like he basically puts like his chin like touching you. And he's looking toward you, but it's kind of like he's looking through you. He's like looking beyond the mountain to somewhere outside. And he kind of just remarks, the frivolity is returning soon. It's coming back.
Can I put my arm down? It's really tired.
And then he actually grabs your arm, like by the wrist, and he's looking at you now, and he says, keep searching. Your answer is out there. And then he turns to his right, so that was Dan, I think, was next. And he does the same thing. He comes right up to your hand, and like gets his face like right up in your hand, and it's weird. And he's looking out, and he looks for a minute. He kind of squints, and then like a smile comes on his face. He's like, "Oh, the manufactured man is no longer alone. Good." And he quickly like stands back and moves over to Gus.
Hey.
Does the same thing. He like gets right up near your hand. His face is like right there. You can feel his breath like breathing into your palm, and it's weird. And he looks out, and he's like, many secrets are kept in the city and cannot be seen.
Yeah, I know that.
And he kind of pauses there for another awkward, too long of a time. And he just he stands back and just shakes his head. And then he turns around to where Nightbreeze is.
Oh man, for that?
And the same setup. He comes up to where you're holding your hand out. And he looks, and now he's like peering very intently at this one. And he kind of like turns away and looks back again. He kind of like does a double take. And like this is what the Black Staff wants to know. Evil's twin hides its face for now. Expect that to change before winter's end. And then he stands back up and stands in the middle, and he turns back to Dan. And he says a word, and you don't understand it, but you Dan, you see that he's casting a spell.
In my general direction?
Yeah. And
Dan, look out!
You regain 13 hit points.
Oh.
He cast Healing Word.
Oh.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Fast point of clarity, did he say that it would expect that to change before winter or before winter's end?
Expect that to change before winter's end.
Okay. Talon, thank you very much. We'll take this message and we will leave you to your meditations.
And he says thank you to everyone, and he says, enjoy my garden before you leave, if you wish.
Yes, and did we mention that your guards got killed? Because your guards got killed.
And he looks back like, What guards?
There are guards that were guarding a passageway gate not too far down the hill from here that leads to the pathway that brought us here. And they were, we found them to have been killed and we killed those that were in their place.
And he kind of looks saddened. He's like, that's useless loss of life. But you say they were replaced?
They were replaced by
Zentarum. Zentarum.
And we have eliminated the potential threat.
And he's like, interesting. That was some of the most quiet and undisturbed meditation I've had in years. Until you came along, that is.
We will get with the Blackstaff to have those guards replaced, so that way you can remain undisturbed.
Do you have any idea why the Zentarum would kill your guards and then continue to guard you without bothering you?
It's like I don't know anything, any reason why people have their shenanigans. It's not my business.
That's reasonable.
Before we go, is there anything that we for you?
You've already done everything. And with that, he hops back up onto his boulder and closes his eyes.
Don't be afraid to reach out to the Troll Skull Syndicate in case you need help. You'll find us at Troll Skull Keep, Waterdeep, north side.
Hey, do you have any potions?
Yeah, he
I think he said we should
to
check
either of those.
I think we should just check his garden.
I think we should check his garden and, yeah.
Do you think it's a garden of healing potions?
It's a
Probably
garden
not.
You said the path into the cave continued?
Yeah.
Do we think his garden is inside or outside?
We didn't ask, so we should split the party.
Well, did we see it outside?
You did not see it on the way in. Because where you were since the guard gate, you've kind of been more kind of like in a trench with like mountain walls on either side. And so yeah, you just got to the point where now there's like a roof over you, so you're actually like in a cave.
All right. Halam, one final question, and then we'll leave you to your meditation. Is your garden outside, or is it further in this cave?
Yeah, he doesn't respond to you.
Fantastic.
Let's just try the cave while we're here.
Let's
Onward.
Onward through the cave.
Yep, and you see it.
Onward, you guys first, though. I'll be near
It
the
continues curving around, and you can see there's a light on the other side. So the whole cave structure, as you guess, is kind of like a half circle, and the room he is in is about in the middle of that.
Okay.
Okay.
And so yeah, you come out, and there is it seems to be like a well-tended garden of like flowers, and there's a trickle of stream that comes through here. It might be the start of that river you crossed. And yeah, there's trees and flowers and vegetables, and this is probably how he sustains himself, as he just grows his own food here. And
Who tends it when he's meditating for 100 years?
And it's pretty, but there's you don't see anything super interesting here other than flowers and vegetables.
Other than Lynn, no one would care about a garden.
Well, while we're out in the garden, I would say he said some pretty interesting things to the rest of you. Does that mean anything to anybody?
He said there's secrets. I mean, it's the most obvious thing anyone could ever say. Yeah, there's secrets.
I mean, I definitely think what he said to me was personal. Why did you not get a personal one, Night Breeze?
Maybe some things are a little bit too difficult for some people to parse out.
I have no idea what he meant when he was talking to me.
Something about a mechanical man?
Or manufactured?
Manufacturer?
I don't know.
but they're
Said they
secret.
were no longer
flowers
alone.
are here.
What did the term frivolity bring anything for me?
You can make a history check.
Sure. It's a 16 plus or minus. We are at 16 flat.
You are not sure what he's referring to,
Okay.
so you can essentially draw your own conclusions to it if you think it applies to anything.
No.
But there's nothing that kind of like rings like it's matches anything you're aware of.
Since there's a bunch of flowers, and since I don't know the answer to this question, Lynn, what color are Lynn's eyes?
They are very vibrant purple violet.
All right, I will look for the nearest color flower to that and pull one to hand to her.
Okay, I'll take that and then find more of them, and like stick them in my hair, like my braid.
Yep,
So
you
it's
do
kind
that.
of like a crown. Are there any interesting trees? Like, are there any rare plants that I would know of?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. It's stuff that would be native to this area.
Okay.
Do I see any? Do I see any lavender or roses?
Sure.
I would like some of both,
Okay.
so I can mix them with oils.
You can do that. And yeah, if you look up the mountain, you can see basically the edge of a building further up the mountain, and also this is looking out mostly over the ocean. You're on the western side, but there isn't another easy way like down from here. You're probably gonna have to go back through the cave to get out. And I don't remember what I just said. The building above you. Did I say you could see a building above you?
We
No.
can see the edge of it.
Yeah, you can see the edge of a building. That is the Griffin Cavalry building.
Ooh, maybe we get a ride down.
You don't see
Is
an
it-
easy way up from here. You'd have to like climb up the mountain.
That worked well last time.
Yeah, it did. Oh, also, while you were waiting for Dan, you could have gotten your pitons, whatever they're called. You could have gotten
Sweet.
those back. Yeah.
Whee!
So do we head back?
Yeah.
I guess so. Do we want to try and take a longer rest? Nah.
No, let's just go.
We don't want to
Let's
go
go.
down the mountain in the dark.
Very true. All right, so what's our marching order going back? I'll lead.
I'm feeling a bit better now, thanks to Old Man Monk. So I'll take second. Got your back, Broseph.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. I have high survival, so I can do whatever. Find my way.
I'll go wherever. I try to be in the back.
All right, so we head on back.
Oh, okay. Who was in front? Was Lynn this time? You said?
Me.
Or Nightbreeze? Okay.
Yeah, Nightbreeze, Dan, me, Gus.
And you head back out of the cave. Yeah, Halam is still sitting there. Hasn't appeared to move since you left him. And you keep going. You can make your way back to the guard point. Everything appears to be as you left it. And you keep going. You're back to the bridge. There's still a dead manticore where you left it. Still 2 ropes dangling where you left them.
Should we try to get them, or could we just buy new ones?
I can grab them. I mean, I'll catch up. I'll go get the ropes.
You're gonna go try and climb up again,
Yep.
and then climb down without ropes.
Well, I got to go up, grab the first one, Oh, that's a great idea.
You could bring the bottom of the first one up with you to the top of the second one and disconnect it, and then remove your pittance as you move down, being attached to the bottom of the second one. You'll still fall to your death, but it'll be glorious.
I guess I won't grab them.
We'll just hopefully acquire a new rope.
Yeah, you're only missing a couple of pittons, and then rope should be cheap.
I still have rope.
Yeah.
Okay. And you continue on. I'm going to have Nightbreeze make another survival check.
That would be a 17.
17? Okay. It only takes you a couple hours to get back down the rest of the way. You didn't run into any other obstacles or people or have any issues with it. So you can, I'll say it's about 6 p.m. It's getting close to dusk when you get back to the city.
When do we get to the trees part? Because I run again.
Yeah, you can do that. Yep. And so are you heading back to the Blackstaff's tower right away, or what are you doing?
I think we should go somewhere, have some dinner. I don't know if we want to go where Davil is and maybe confront him and have dinner at the same time, but I think we should talk to Davil before we go to the Blackstaff. And we should eat.
I agree. So we could head to Yawning Portal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's on the way anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Depends on where you came out from the mountain.
If we came back the same way, we came in from the east, so it would be about the way that we were originally came in.
Okay.
And just go down around.
Yeah, it's not difficult to get back to the Yawning Portal. Alright, so you walk in, you find the familiar scene. Durnan is there, and he welcomes you in. It's kind of interesting. Anytime any of you have ever walked in here, Durnan has always been behind the bar, ready to welcome you. Any time of day you've come. And they're reasonably busy. Here it's the kind of after work crowd mostly. And yeah, there's people, hustle and bustle.
I'll head over to the bar and flag down Durnan.
Like, what can I get for you?
Do you have any pastries?
And like, we might. I'll see what we got out back.
Sweet, I'll be here.
While we've got you, is Davil around?
You have to check upstairs. I think he's here.
All right.
If you find the pastries, send them upstairs. Well, that's where we'll be.
Will do.
Thanks.
So we head upstairs.
All right. Yep. And
As we're going up the stairs, I would probably quietly say I don't think we should mention why we were up there first.
Okay.
Or who we were up there for. Just see if he has anything to say before we mention it.
And on your way towards the stairs, someone grabs your arm, Nightbreeze, and it's a half-orc woman that you've met before, and she's, you want a rematch? It's Yagra, who you arm wrestled the first time you came in here.
You want to get beat again?
Well,
why not?
You won the last time quite easily.
I say, why not? We're here on business, but I can spare a moment.
And yeah, she laughs and she slides away the tankards in front of her, and she's sitting in a booth. So, I don't know if we go ahead and make a strength check.
Strength check.
Place your bets. Place your bets.
Yeah, if it's anyone's gonna.
Actually, yeah. Do you want to put money on this one?
Yeah, I want 1 gold on the orc lady.
take that bet, double or nothing.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm gonna roll. Oh, I have to actually find her stats.
It's a plus 10 to strength.
Her stats aren't with everyone else's. They are.
Based on the face, it was either really good or really bad.
While you're looking for the stats, it was a natural 20.
Oh, okay.
Ha!
Yeah, this was a 7. So you immediately
Close.
take her down very close to the table, and we'll do one more. See if she can come back.
She might. I don't know.
Probably not.
14?
That's a 4. So I rolled a 5 and a 2. So she immediately goes down. It's like, so you got me again.
Screw this. I want in.
Against 2, Gus.
Against you.
Okay.
Oh, I'll put
But first,
I'll
I
put
need
3 gold on Nightbreed.
I need at first I need that money.
Oh, here's your gold.
Cool.
Are there any open tables nearby? Like, how long are you going to be here? I'm hungry, guys. Like, I want to eat something.
There's pastries going upstairs.
I look at Lynn and I look at Gus and about 5 seconds.
Okay, sure. So I just like lean up against the stairs and like wait.
All right, so Yagra slides over into the booth, and Gus sits down.
I hold up my left hand.
Well, how's that going to work with my right hand?
It'll be like a dance. I'll take your right hand.
All right.
Okay, you guys make strength checks.
16.
18.
All right, so Gus pushes it over slightly. Go ahead and go again.
It's
Dirty
9.
20.
Yeah, I got a 9.
All right, just back up center.
Natural 20.
14.
He really takes you down almost to the table. Try one more.
Before we roll, I say, I'm going to get you this time. It's a 1.
Yeah,
15.
you easily take Gus down to the table.
Well done, Gus. Well done.
And Yagra just laughs and takes a drink.
Well, I did better than her.
Fair point. Shall we continue upstairs?
Yeah.
And at
What?
that point, you see Bonnie coming in with a tray of pastries. And yeah, she kind of like gets awkward because she like stops where you're at the booth and is like waiting to see where you're gonna sit.
We're going upstairs, where Davil is.
Like, okay.
Thanks. Oh, I'll take one now.
Okay. Heading upstairs, you do see Dernan sitting. It seems he has a usual table he sits at.
Hey, Davil, some Zentarum attacked us. What do you know about it?
Like, hello.
Gus, you have no chill.
And
Why are your guys attacking us?
he's like, who attacked whom?
We went up the mountain, and there were dead guards, and we were attacked by Zentarum.
Some of your guys almost killed me, man.
You
Seriously, he was like super dead.
you went up the mountain.
Yeah.
we were going
Yeah.
up to check out the Griffin. What's it called? The Griffin.
The walking
Help me out,
statue.
anybody.
The walking
Yeah,
statue of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
We're up there. We'd heard there'd been some issues with the Manacle, so we were just going up to try and bring some safety to the town.
And we got to this guard post about 3/4 of the way up, and we were attacked by who we thought were city guards. But when everything was said and done, we realized that they were Zentarum. And I wonder, what would you know about that, or why would Zentarum be up there?
Yeah, and he understands what you're saying. He's just like, oh, F. We don't have any agents on that mountain.
You got a bunch of people with your tattoo on that mountain.
You honestly don't have them anymore. But they were bearing the mark of the Zentarum.
Well,
they almost killed me. We successfully killed them.
They weren't our agents.
They had your tattoo.
It looked to be about like 5 or 6 days ago. They were up there.
So it's the same group that picked a fight with the Xanathar. They came in a couple months back, and yeah, they've just been a pain since they've been here.
I look at Nightbreeze and I say, Evil's twin?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yes, that's right. He said, Evil's twins, something about playing in the winter.
And yeah, once by this point, there's a big platter of pastries in front of you, and Davil is like looking at it and is kind of like a little bit annoyed that you've kind of just taken over his table here.
Everybody loves pastries.
No.
So you don't know anything?
Do you have any idea who's at the head of this other group, or did anybody else show up in town about the time they did?
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
With disadvantage, 23.
Ooh.
Tell me now.
Something I'm good at.
So we don't know who is at the top, but we know one of the people giving orders is a man by the name of Erstal Floxen.
That sounds like a venereal disease or something.
You would know, Gus.
Yeah, Gus, what was her name?
Erstal Faxon.
So it seems like this is more than just an issue of somebody impersonating the Zentarum to wreak havoc with the Xanathar. And it sounds like it's a snake's head that needs to be cut off.
I would agree.
Yeah, it sounds like you've got a problem that's very quickly becoming a problem, and I have a little bit of a axe to grind with these folks right now.
Like
It's true.
They've come in with their own agents. They don't take orders from us. They don't report to us. We've tracked it to this Erstal Floxen character, but I don't think he's at the top. I think he's working for someone. And our other contacts with the Zentarum outside of the city have been silent on the matter.
Any
Wait,
whereabouts?
So you're cut off from the Greater Council then?
We have other allies, but they have not commented on who this other group is.
Any idea on the whereabouts on this Erstal?
If we knew that, we would be taking him out.
Did he used to be part of the Zentarum? And this was like a faction that splintered off?
We don't know where they came from.
Okay.
Well, that's not helpful.
At this point, it sounds like it would be helpful for you if they went. I feel like I'd be happier if they were gone.
That it would be much happier if they were gone.
You know what this sounds like? A business opportunity.
So,
I feel like there may be opportunities.
Davil, I need you to seriously consider what's it worth to you, as well as the rest of the Zentarum, for us to resolve this issue.
What he said.
It would be worth quite a bit.
Dead or alive?
As long as they go away.
There's only one option. It's dead.
I think the Zarstel we need alive.
We'll see.
He's pretty sure he's not in charge. We need the man who's not in charge to tell us the man who is in charge.
We need to do something we haven't done yet and question people.
Question. There are questions. We can
Well,
ask
maybe
questions.
they shouldn't die when I hit their Achilles tendon.
Maybe you should hit them with the butt of your rapier.
That
he'll
could
kind
be
of
a
like
crazy problem.
put together what you've told him, and was like, well, you encountered them on the mountain. What did they say when you interrogated them?
We weren't given that opportunity.
They said,
To be clear and blunt, we were attacked and one of our party fell. And when things like that happen, there is no remorse.
Yeah. They had killed City Guard and were impersonating them at the guard post, but they also hadn't bothered the old man up the mountain. So they just kind of like parked there to make sure nobody else got to the old man, presumably.
yeah, what are your feelings on Halam?
Yeah. You know why he might be of value to these folks?
He thinks for a moment. It's like, I know of the monk on the mountain. He doesn't talk to people willingly or even unwillingly. He's not much use to us unless he wants to be.
We'll take that under advisement.
We've had no reason
I get
to
that.
interact with him.
I mean, sounds
So-
about right.
So here's what we can do. We'll keep our eyes and ears open for this Urstil Fluxton. If you come across any details, I entrust that you'd be able to get us information, and we will work to resolve this problem.
Have you made any progress on the last problem we asked you to help us solve?
What we had found was that there was not a lot of conversation about the beheadings of the sailors in that area. We started to follow a trail, but it was going cold fast. We are still working on that as we can.
Yeah, these other folks seem to be getting in the way of just about everything we're trying to accomplish. So we're still going to try and handle mass murderer, but we're also going to be trying to help these people that are seemingly not helping.
We did run into a problem when we were trying to get answers from the city guard, and I hope that there's a chance that, what was her name? Oh God, this is less than a day ago and I can't remember.
Which character?
There was what's her name? There was a lady at the lunch that was a member. She was like a officer of the city guard. Istrid? No. Talsheen or Tashin?
Yeah.
Yep.
Tashlin?
Tashleen.
Tashleen Lafira.
Yeah. Is there any way that maybe we can pick her brain a little bit about some more information or get some assistance when dealing with the city guard? I mean, we also have our dear friend Gus here, who worked with the city guard, but maybe getting some kind of leverage from inside would get us what we need to get more information from those who may also be investigating these matters.
I was like, I'll inquire with her to see if there's anything we can do.
I'd appreciate it greatly.
Yeah, and just in case it would cause any issues, like we may have to be partnering with the city guard a little bit to try and work on some stuff because we need them to be nice to us and share information. So in case there's any of your guys that would do what the other guys are doing, just because we're with the city guard doesn't mean stab us or shoot us.
And understood. We have our own alliances we make as well.
Where can we find Istrid?
Currently, she's probably guarding the southern gate.
Because we have some
Oh, Istrid or
Istrid, yeah.
Yeah.
We have some goods to offload.
he is less forthcoming with information about her at the moment.
But she told us she would do it for us.
No, you haven't met her before.
Yeah, we did. She was at the.
We got the name.
Mm-mm.
He
Oh,
He
really?
said that she wasn't there.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh.
We asked for a potential fence, and that was the name that was given up.
I thought she was there, along with Kathleen and Schemo.
Master of Trade and Coin.
Are your items safe where they are now?
Yeah.
As safe as they can be, but we'd like to offer them as soon as possible.
If you can be patient with getting your return value, I have a place you could drop them off in the meantime.
I'll do that.
Yeah. I
You guys
don't
okay
think
with
we're,
that?
yeah, I don't think we're in a huge rush here.
Getting a strange look from Lynn.
She doesn't trust people.
This is true.
What's the fence cut where you're asking us to do it?
And he won't give numbers right away. He'll say you'll have to be patient.
That's code for 98%.
I mean, I'll be patient on when we get paid. I'd just like to know what percentage.
We'll figure that
they're
out
taking.
over time.
Also, where's Schemo?
And
Or Schemo?
That's related
At the
to our current
weird-
discussion. And he pulls out like basically a piece of paper and writes on it, and it has information about something called Weird Bottles Concoctions, and it basically has an address.
We should probably get some potions.
And it says, take your goods here.
Oh.
They'll take care of it.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
All right.
maybe we can make some trade. Because you know what we need? Healing potions.
All right, well,
And,
Davil, I'll
he
take a bit
kind
more of
of
your
he
time.
kind of looks around for a moment, and he'll lean in closely, and he'll say, even though we're friends, be wary of whatever you buy in Schemo's shop.
Thanks.
Don't assume it to be as reliable.
Reasonable.
I mean, I got that vibe from him. already.
That sounds really bad.
I wrote down creepy gnome.
Yeah.
That's what I wrote down too.
So you get the idea that someone is watering down some potions.
Little creepy, shady, yellow cape gnome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Davil, thank you. Trust that we'll do what we can. Just get us any information, and we'll touch base as we can. But we won't take up any more of your time.
Yeah.
Is there like an open booth downstairs?
Yeah.
I want to go there to like eat dinner. I don't want to be in the same level with Devil because I feel like that's weird. It's like you walk away and then you're like still staring at somebody that you know.
And you like sit next
So-
to him. You're like, hey, we're just settling in here.
The next table over.
You have a good time. Yeah, like we're just right here.
Davil does take one of your pastries before you leave.
That's fine.
Good for him.
That's awesome, man. Pastries are great.
I want to go down in a booth and I want like a dinner, like a meal. Like, what's their specialty? Some sort of like roast with potatoes and
To make it
veggies.
simple, if you have that menu from the Dripping Dagger, the menu here would be
Yeah.
similar. I can link it for you if you don't have it.
if you have it more handy than I would probably have it.
I think it's down in chat.
Yeah, I think it is.
Ah.
Yeah, I
Everything is
unfortunately
free.
don't have a custom menu from every individual establishment in
That's
Waterdeep.
The one I'm looking at says everything is free.
That's,
I will do the roast
unlikely.
ox with onion, with leeks and garlic.
Okay. Yeah, Bonnie is there. She'll take your order and
And
be
a
back
soup.
in a bit. Okay.
I feel really hungry right now. I'll do a soup too.
Okay. And what else is everyone having?
Ooh, pork pie.
I'm going to go with the hot sausage and sauce, along with the bacon that comes thick sliced and served on a bed of parsley and rolls.
Hey, they got pancakes.
They got better than pancakes. They got waffles.
Oh, they got fry bread too.
Oh, I'm totally having waffles. I don't care that it's dinner. I'm happy.
Alright. You guys can take care of the costs on that.
Yeah.
It's not super expensive. And let's have, while you're sitting in a booth here, let's have everyone make a perception check.
Sweet. Oh, not so sweet.
17.
15.
12.
6. I'm eating them waffles, man.
You're honed in.
So you're sitting there, you can hear other people around just having various chit chat about their day, about random goings on. You do hear there is the bard who was in here the first night you were in here with the troll. He's there with his 3-stringed lute. He's playing nearby, and everyone except Dan can hear some very faint screaming coming up from the well. Sounds like someone down there is having a very bad time.
I'm going to.
You guys hear that?
Yeah, I'm going to go over to the well and look down.
Make a perception check.
Sweet. That would be 18.
18? Yeah, it's looks about like it's looked any other time you've come over here. It's 40 feet across, stone well, goes down, I think it's 140 feet. So you look down, it just kind of gets dark towards the bottom. You don't see anything in particular, but you do hear just screams and sounds of combat from below.
I'm going to walk over to the bar and ask Durnan, is that normal?
And he laughs, he's like, every day.
Okay. Good to know. I'm going to go back to the table and say, hey guys, they say it's normal.
Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna just start drinking.
Okay. Yeah. Not too much
uh,
longer before they'll bring your food out. It doesn't all
And I'm-
come out like all together at once, like is nice in modern restaurants. So it just kind of comes out individually as each thing is done. But doesn't take too long for all your food to arrive.
I'm gonna get a bottle of the almond brandy. And I'm just gonna start drinking.
Oh, which variety they have?
I'm going with the moonshade.
Okay.
Good choice. Good choice.
And as I get into it, I start talking a little bit louder. And I'm like, hey guys, where do you think we can find this Ernest Faxon guy?
It's Floxen, I think.
Ernest Floxon?
Floxen.
Where do you think he is?
I think maybe we should be slightly quieter about that.
I am being quiet.
Now you're drunk.
No, I've had just a little bit. I'm just like, here?
You can't hold your booze then, because you're drunk.
I don't know.
I'm gonna dance the lights in front of him to try and distract. Just follow the pretty lights, guys.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go get that guy's loot and play.
No.
Yeah.
That's
I get it from my table and I just set the bottle down and I walk towards the guy kind of real unsteady and I say, hey buddy, give me your loot.
Okay, I have to look up. more.
Don't you have a loot?
It's not on me right now. What do I have? Yeah, I do have a loot, but it's not on me.
So while Gus is going on this grand adventure, what's our next move, guys? I know that we're probably kind of beaten, a little tired, but
So I think we should crash tonight and then give Blackstaff an update in the morning. But I also think we should color in that update. That, so we got some information. There's problems coming in winters with the monk worried about, and we happened to have to kill the people that were pretending to be the guards. That through a small amount of interrogation, we learned that they were taking orders from a man named Erstal Floxen, and perhaps if she has any information, we could follow up for a price.
I walk back to the table and go, guys, I got my own loot. It's right here. And I grab it. And I go right back up there and I go, hey, buddy, I challenge you to a duel. And I... Wing!
And he'll look over at you and is like, you want to put some money on this?
oh no.
Yeah, do. Absolutely.
Double one down to Georgia time right here.
And he'll take. He has a little pouch and he'll dump it on the table. It's got 10 gold pieces in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and then he looks over at Durnan, and he's like, loot off, and
Woo!
yeah. Durnan kind of gets the tavern's attention, and he's like, all right, you're here. It's the Yawning Portal Tavern in Waterdeep, our very own Three Strings having a loot off. Challenger, and he looks over as he sees how drunk you are. It's like, and he kind of pauses for a moment. It says, Lord Gus Talmost, and people kind of cheer.
Woo!
Yeah, like, all right, let's see what you got.
At this point, I have probably ordered a glass of wine. Lynn does not really drink, but I think I need it for tonight, so I will order a glass of wine and try to block out whatever is happening.
Yeah, so they've gotten the tavern's attention to focus on Gus, so he can play the lute.
Yep. And I start breaking out something that resembles like Stairway to Heaven.
So I think you're not proficient in the lute, or are you? I can check.
I don't know proficiencies. I do have loot in here.
Yeah, I know you have a lute.
You have a loot.
Proficient in it.
Oh, he is proficient in it.
Okay.
Yeah, loot and thieves' tools.
Okay. Well, for being drunk, this drunk, I will. Let's just start. Let's do a performance check, but add your proficiency to it.
Sweet. So
Let's see how well you do.
That makes me a +5. Is a 10.
So you play on your lute, and it's okay. It's nothing anyone hasn't heard better, but it's also not too bad.
In my head, I am just amazing.
Okay, and then comes over to the bard 3 strings on his 3-stringed lute. He's gonna play, and he gets a 22.
Woo!
And yeah,
He's better than twice.
Everyone cries how good it is.
Yeah, it is noticeably a better performance, but it seems like he's kind of holding back a little just to he doesn't want to crush him too badly and hurt his feelings. He wants to he's putting on a performance within his performance for Gus to save his feelings. And so yeah, Gus, you can go up again.
I'm gonna dominate this man. It's a 15.
15? Yeah, you kind of like playing off of him. You have improved your style a bit, and yeah, you've gotten better in just a moment. And he'll come in for a conclusion that is only a 10. So
what's wrong, buddy? Not good.
So yeah, he seems like he maybe he held back too much that time. But yeah, since it's tied up, we'll keep going.
One more, buddy. 17.
Okay. And
I'm getting hot.
yeah, you've definitely you've maybe sobered up just a tiny bit, just enough to like remember your loot skills. And he's got it's a 16. So yeah, you have just barely won, and you've got the crowd has come over to you and are very surprised at your skills. But
I love you, Waterdeep!
yeah, everyone's cheering for Gus.
And I start going, Gus, 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 Gus.
Make a persuasion check on your name chanting.
7.
7. It doesn't catch on. But
It's all right. I go over and I give like a really bad high five to the guy. Like, yeah, that was awesome.
yeah,
bro.
But you did make 10 gold. And during the high five, go ahead and make a perception check at disadvantage.
4 on the first roll. 2 on the second roll.
Oh
So when you're going to high five, you kind of barely hit. It's a very weak high five. You just
That's
didn't-
actually how I do it in real life.
yeah.
A little bit of a stumble.
Yeah, I'm hammered. I walk back to the table, put my loot away, and just sit down, grab the bottle, and just start chugging. Guys, that was awesome. I'm amazing.
You've got mad loot skills.
I was actually.
You know what? That's the
marginally
first
impressed.
nice thing you've ever said about me.
I say lots of nice things about you
No, you don't.
all the time.
Nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. I don't get it. I'm like a really nice guy. But seriously, guys, I'm really having a good time with you.
Make a persuasion check for yourself.
14.
You believe yourself.
Yeah. You think that you're a really nice guy.
But totally, guys, like for reals, what are we doing tomorrow? Because I'm getting tired.
When are we moving into our place? I'd like to get settled at some point.
Same here.
And you did
How
know
late is it
right now?
the black staff was expecting a response.
So we got to go back to her tomorrow.
We can still go tonight.
I'm gonna fall asleep soon.
To her or to our place?
I think he meant the black staff.
No, we could swing by there.
You want to go there now?
Were you guys down with my plan of
I like that idea. about-
trying to throw Urstel Floxen
Yeah.
into this?
Are we telling her what we think the evil's twin means?
I think what we could do is to take Dan's idea is to say that we interrogated them, and at first they said they were the Zentarum, and then they said they were taking the orders from Urstel Floxton as part of a way to disrupt the Zentarum's place.
Yeah. No.
Guys, gotta be quiet. There's people around, and there's secrets. That's what the guy told me. There's secrets.
I agree, but when she asks what Halam said,
Right.
should we explain what we think that he meant by that?
I think that's fair. I think we could say that it's the other version of the Zentarum that have caused so much havoc, that made the bad deal potentially with the Xanathar.
Mm-hmm.
By now, I'm at the bottom of my bottle, and I stand up and just on the ground. I'm down. I'm out.
We should go to the Black Staff without Gus.
Oh.
Can
somebody's
we?
gotta get him home.
What time is it right now?
But now it's 7:30ish.
So it's early.
You are passed out drunk at 7:30 in the afternoon.
Well, it's like
What
you
are
got
you-
you got to the yawning portal around 6ish, and he's been drinking constantly since you've been there.
Here's what I would like to do. I would like to go back to the Dripping Dagger, get the horses and the cart, and just pack up all of our stuff quickly and just do a quick move into our place.
Okay.
Just kind of crash for the night. Lord knows Gus isn't up for it. He freaking idolizes that lady. I feel like he should be somewhat coherent for meeting with her.
It's fair. I'm down with that. Let's go move into our place.
We don't have to get super settled, but basics, at least.
I'm good with that.
Dan, what do you
All
think?
right. I can be down for this plan.
Gus, what do you? Oh yeah.
Yeah. We can drop him off at his house.
I got drool. I'm face first and just drooling and a puddle of drool.
Let's
So
do this.
I left the horses in the cart back at the inn. This would have been a great time to just throw them in the back of the cart.
So I
And
guess
you
I
know
get
what?
to.
When we
I
get
guess I
there, we're just gonna leave him in the cart all night. He can just stay, and we're gonna throw him in the cart, and he can just stay in the cart all night long.
I'm not opposed. All right, so I guess I carry Gus back to the Dripping Dagger.
Okay, that's gonna take longer.
We can do I'll get his feet, you get his arms type of a thing.
Wait. What's the orc's name? The half orc's name?
Yagra?
I'm gonna look for Yagra, see if she can help us out.
I would just throw out there you could hire a dray or a carriage.
Oh, true.
Let's do that.
It's kind of
We'll
far.
take the money out of Gus's pocket.
We will. Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, and I'm just curious, and I don't expect a different answer from last week, but has anyone read any of Volo's Waterdeep and Caridian?
So much of it. No.
No.
I need an ink in time to do that. I'll have it done by the next time we play.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just looking. I looked it up before. I'll see how much it costs to basically get a taxi.
I heard that for Gus it would be free.
Just charge it to the estate. My parents will be really proud.
I'm sure. They're also probably used to it.
Oh, absolutely.
You could get you could get a hire coach that would take you right from the yawning portal to the inn for about 6 silver.
Okay.
Or if you basically walked up to the high road, then you could get a dray for it's only be like 4 nibs, which is 4 copper.
We'll do the silver.
Hire coach, okay, yep, that'll be about 6 silver.
We'll take it out of Gus's pocket.
So I say while you're traveling, let's take a break.
Sounds good.
Sounds good, man.
All right, we'll be back in a little bit.
Thanks.
And we are back. And yep, we're back. Alright, you guys are leaving the yawning portal, and you hired a coach to get you to the Inn of the Dripping Dagger. Not so difficult to get to. So you have made it there. Gus
Yeah,
is still passed out.
Well, I'll carry Gus and making sure it's okay with Lynn. And based on the conversation we probably had during the ride, I'll take Gus and I'll go put him in the cart.
Yeah.
You also know Weird Bottles Concoctions, if you're thinking about any of that, that is in the Trades Ward.
You cut out for most of that, but I think you were saying that it's in the trade.
Yes, Weird Bottles Concoctions, the address that Davil gave you, it's in the Trades Ward from here to the southeast.
Okay. I'm going to fill that one out based on his remark. But yeah, I'll give Gus, and I'll carry him, and I'll put him into the cart.
Okay.
And yeah, I agree with what Lynn said. Let's pack up what we can, and let's go to our new home, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Which way are you going? I'm assuming up the high road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever Lynn's driving.
Yeah, yep.
Okay. Where are you turning at?
The Serdune Street, right? Is that the easiest way? Or Delzarin and then around? Is that?
Either way, if you're coming up to Serdune Street, you're coming up to the block of Gus's estate. But yeah, you can make it to Troll Skull Alley and Troll Skull Manor.
And there's a place for the horses, right?
There is not. There's not a stable here.
There is back at my manor. You don't even trust me enough to have your horses there?
Maybe, but I wouldn't go
front,
there without you, and right now you're unconscious, so...
When you pull up to the front on Serdune Street, you do see where the door leading upstairs has been broken in. But I believe Dreverax told you he was here, so
yes.
It's nothing you haven't seen before.
Okay. Is there a safe place in the back to kind of just, like, leave the cart and horses for a night?
Not really, because it's at this point of the day, a lot of the vendors have probably packed up, but there's like tents and like stalls set up for where people are selling stuff. So there isn't a ton of open space. Like there would be physical space for the cart to get in there, but it wouldn't be anywhere to like comfortably keep them for the night.
Well, while we're here, we need to unload things like the silver in our gear anyway.
Yeah.
What do you think about us trying to wake up Gus and getting your horses and cart just down the street, at least for the night, till we can figure out a better situation?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, I'm going to attempt to wake up Gus after we get everything unloaded.
Okay.
A few gentle slaps to the face.
I pop up real quick and then halfling, because I'm so confused, start going, "What's going on? Where am I?"
Shit, do I speak halfling?
In halfling?
In halfling.
No idea.
I don't speak halfling either.
So you've awoken this lunatic.
great. He's one of those drunks, guys.
Awesome.
Okay, I have an idea. I'll perch him up next to me while I come in. You can just pretend.
Are we doing a weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah, it's exactly what I was thinking. It's a weekend at Bernie's.
Fantastic.
I have no idea what's going on, and all I know is I'm just saying, in halfling, just random words.
So I try to like. He's next to me, but I try to like lean him away from me. I imagine he keeps somehow finding his way back towards me like the whole time, and I'm kind of doing this fight of like getting the horses while also like trying to like keep him off of me.
I'll sit in the back behind Gus to help keep him
like
propped
his
up.
arms.
So are you heading to the Talmost estate?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. Yep.
This is my house.
This comical adventure.
You can get there and you can find the stables on the corner here.
It's my house.
There's no like one outside that we have to like convince to like.
Yeah, there will be someone at like there's a gate where the horses come in, and someone recognizes Gus will open the gate for you.
Okay. I don't have to like talk my way through anything. Okay, that's fine.
Hi, Jasper.
Is that uncommon or an halfling?
It was in common. That's Jasper, guys. It's Jasper.
Okay. So yeah. So I'll
And the
like,
servants
stable.
there are used to accommodating Gus in his various moods and states, so they're not even really very.
This is normal.
They don't even bat an eye to this.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an average Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I will probably like. Did you guys came with too, or were you?
Yeah.
Okay. I will probably tell you guys that you could probably like. Well, should we just leave Gus here?
I was waiting for that.
I mean, either you guys can drag him back, and I'll like finish like putting up the horses, or
Is there a guard or somebody from his estate nearby the stables?
There's a servant tending the other horses in the stables.
I'm going to
There's
say
like a stable hand.
I'm going to say our dear friend Gus has had a little bit too much to drink. Can you let him know that we're going to Troll Skull Keep and we'll be back to collect him in the morning?
We'll do.
As they're dragging me away, I'm like, Jasper, you're a really good guy. You
do they bring him inside, or do they leave him in the car?
I'm imagining that there is no servant on the entire Talmost grounds named Jasper.
Nice.
Jasper, those are my friends. They really respect me. They think I'm like a super dude, like super great person, and I'm like a superhero to them. And Jasper, you're cool. Can we stop by the kitchen? I'm hungry. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. No, it's a burp.
Do they help him back, or do they leave him in the cart?
I'm thinking they probably took him out of the cart and just into the next room over, like out of the stables, but they haven't like taken him across the grounds into the other building to where his room is.
Okay. Well, I have like a nightly like ritual of probably like at least an hour like brushing the horses and like talking to them and stuff. And since I haven't seen them all day, I want like my horse time. So I don't know if you guys want to wait for that, but I will be doing that.
I'll look at Dan and say, hey, I've got some cards. Why don't we give her horse time? And we'll sit outside and wait so she doesn't have to walk alone.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah,
Alright.
solid.
I definitely don't expect you guys to stay.
We'll wait.
Okay. If you insist. But you hear me talking to them the whole time and probably like telling the whole story of like the day and stuff. But yeah.
You do your horse thing.
I forgot their names again. Alistair and Nugget.
Alistair and Nugget.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nugget's a little restless and feisty tonight. He's very talkative.
Yeah, I'll pull out my playing card set, and we can just play cards. No money, just for fun.
Yeah.
It's been a good day.
Great. I almost died.
A little. A little.
I'm adventurous.
A little. Oh, you're very adventurous, but I'm glad that you didn't die.
Me too. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Although I did magic the hell out of some of those guys.
You did. It was very impressive.
Probably got me a little bit too much attention from the guy with the cross.
Little tiny bit.
Maybe I'll take it down a notch.
No, just take a few steps back. If you can get good with a shield, I've got one that I never use, but I don't think that you're too keen on those things.
Nah, they cover the ropes, man.
That's true.
To make things really awkward, I'm going to be in my robe, and I'm going to stumble out the back and head towards the stables.
Okay, so at some point you've actually gotten up and gone back to your room and changed into your evening wear, or your nighttime wear. Right?
Is that part of the competition now?
Oh no! I prefer his evening.
Wear? Well, I didn't want it to sound formal.
It is now canon.
Oh, it's definitely not formal.
I mean, does he also have one of those little kind of like fuzz nightcap things?
Probably.
No, it's
Hanging?
it's a robe and nothing else.
Okay.
Oh God.
So you probably stumble back out across the lawn.
Yep. And I'm stumbling, and I see Lynn, and I'm like, Lynn, I'm glad you're here. I get the feeling you kind of hate me.
So Dan, are we taking on when he gets slapped?
And so, where were you guys playing cards relative to the stable?
Just right outside the barn,
Sure.
like right outside the
kind
main
of out
doors.
on the street.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can probably hear Gus coming in. He's not making
Lynn would have been. Yeah, Lynn would have been like very like in the zone, like just talking to the horses and like brushing them. It's like a relaxing thing. I'm probably like humming or kind of like softly like singing little songs to them. It's just like this like I'm in this like peace zone, and then I am startled by Gus. So I'm not expecting him and like hearing his voice. So I probably do like that like startled like ninja move and like take out my swords because I'm probably like thinking someone's sneaking up on me or something.
You must have been really in the zone because I was not quiet.
Yeah, because Gus comes in his nightwear, which I'm now imagining like the Borat bathing suit.
It's done. It is, and it's like cinched around me, but it's not really covering anything.
Oh.
Oh man.
Okay, so Lynn, I think I'm just like I move around so like the horses are between us.
And I start petting the horse. That's a good boy.
Uh-oh.
That's a good boy. So yeah, Lynn.
Oh, what do you want, Gus? What? Just go to bed. I think you just need to sleep.
I'll sleep. I'll sleep, but this is really important.
Oh.
I always get the feeling that you really hate me. And that's why I try to do things that will like make you not hate me. Like, remember that box you guys got, the mysterious box? And I didn't get anything. Yeah, that was from me. Like, I did that. I got you that stuff. Like, I know things about you guys. I don't show it, but I like you guys, and I know you care about your horses, so I got you that really nice brush. And I know you like to brush your horses. Oh god, I'm gonna throw up.
I'd probably like run over and like push him away, like from the horses.
With any push at all, I'm on the ground. I'm tipping over. Why'd you do that?
I
Why'd
didn't.
you-
I
I just told you I did nice things for you, and now you push me.
I mean, that is really nice. I didn't know you did that.
Well, I didn't want you guys to know, because, you know, I got a facade to have. Like, I don't want you guys to see that I'm like a nice guy. I want you to see me as a tough guy. Like, I'm Gus. I am a superhero.
Well, and right now we see everything.
Oh, please tell him if he fell on the ground.
But when he fell on the ground, I think we
Laid
would
open.
and just kind of like pop our heads in.
Is anything splayed open if he's fallen
Everything.
on the ground?
Everything.
Probably.
Okay. There has to be some sort of like blanket, like horse blanket or something, around here.
Oh, absolutely. There's
Okay.
a whole stack of them.
I take one and like throw it in his general direction.
I'm just imagining like you just picking up like a saddle and like covering him with it.
No, just like the first thing I can see, just like tossing it over him
Sure, yeah.
and just trying to cover whatever.
This blanket's kind of itchy, but it's also warm.
I'm sure it smells great too.
Do you know we have grass? We have really nice grass.
You do have some beautiful grass here.
And my head, and I'm out again.
Oh,
And
geez.
I probably go, guys, do you want to help with this?
No, I think we should leave him right there. I think this is what he wants.
I mean, he does have a blanket. Is there some hay, some sort of pillow we can fashion?
Yeah.
Stuff under his head.
Make sure we turn him on his side. You know, the
Yeah.
usual.
Okay.
You probably like there's probably an empty stall you could just pull him into.
I kind of just want to leave him where he is.
Okay.
Unless they want to pull him anywhere.
Nope.
I don't want to risk anything else being pulled around.
Whoa. Okay.
Phrasing.
Phrasing.
All right.
Yeah.
You leave
Okay,
Gus in the
so
stable.
my horse time is abruptly finished. Yeah. I'll give them little nose kisses goodnight. And have them settled and one last look, make sure a blanket is covering the majority of Gus, and then we can leave.
Okay. You guys are walking back to Troll Skull.
Yeah.
minus one Gus.
Yes.
All right. Just walking back, you maybe paying a little bit more attention to your new neighborhood. So you're walking by, you see outside of this building here, you see a sign of set up. It's called Bookworm's Treasure. It appears to be a bookshop. And let me make sure I am saying that correctly. The front of the bookstore is adorned with a charming sign of a gold dragon curled around a treasure hoard of books and scrolls. Then moving along, there's another building here. It's has a door out front that says it's basically a sign, and it has a orange and black sign on it that has what appears to be cat's eyes. And there is a bell to the side where I guess visitors could ring to come in, but there's no other like name to it.
Just a cat eye place?
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's kind of interesting. And yeah, the other buildings along the front here appear to be like apartments or residence.
Mhm.
So you make your way back to the manor.
So this is my first time here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so yeah, seeing it in its glory.
And it is a beautiful, beautiful home.
It looks fairly
So-
run down from the outside, especially compared to all the other nice North Ward buildings. But it is fairly large. It's 4 stories tall. It's got balconies and the turret and a bunch of chimneys. Looking at it, even on the tavern side, you can see from the Sardoon Street that the door has been kicked in.
So the tavern side door is kicked in. Is also the other side door kicked in?
Yeah, both of them are.
Okay. I assume we probably want to fix that for the night.
There's a lot of things I think we're to fix. I definitely agree with at least trying to get the doors in some kind of secure state.
Yeah. I mean, at least the one we're sleeping in tonight, like the upstairs.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
the
don't have
bar is
to-
kind of there, but
yeah.
the upstairs one, maybe let's like prop the doors somehow with something heavy behind it. I don't know if we can find some.
Well, if we still had Gus here, we could just let
That's true.
Oh, and so did you leave all your silver? Did you take that and leave it on the cart at Gus's?
No, we
Or did you
We
leave that back at the
unloaded
inn?
it.
Oh, you unloaded it?
we unloaded it.
You came here and
Yeah.
unloaded it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we unloaded everything and then we took
Where did you put it?
in my room.
Okay.
Which room is yours again?
Upstairs where the 3 bedrooms are, the one stairs. I guess it would be adjacent to your bathroom, Lynn.
I am right next to her.
I want the room that had on the third
The nor-
floor that has the tower and the fireplace and the bathroom. Right?
Right.
Like
so
on
the one that's on
top.
So
the top. And,
Lynn
then,
is
Yeah, the whole top.
claiming this room.
Yeah. Yes.
and I've got the one that's to the right of
And,
that.
This
that's
is
the
this
3
is
by
the
4.
bathroom, and that
Okay.
bathroom actually also has a tub in it.
Yeah, it does.
And Nightbreeze, you're saying you're claiming this room?
Yeah.
Okay. That room appears to have been
Haunted.
a library or study in the past.
Oh.
There are some empty bookshelves.
Okay. Anything else of note? I can do perception if you need.
There's not really any need. There's
Okay.
two windows that basically just stare at the building next to you. There's not a ton of room between the buildings.
Yeah. I'm more focused on having eyes on the stairs to the living space.
Yeah. And,
Where's the kitchen?
There's a kitchen on the first floor down here.
I would want the room closest to the kitchen.
There isn't a room on the first floor.
Well, there's the basement.
Other than the tap room. There is the basement that's not
You could be right above the kitchen
really
on the
set
second
up.
floor.
That'd probably be a good one. Right above the kitchen.
There's a bedroom here.
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah,
that
that
one. That way I can smell whatever's cooking.
Is it the rock?
Yes.
Knew that joke was coming. I knew it.
What room do you have, Dan?
Of the ones that are all the way upstairs, are either of those really set up like a bedroom properly?
All the way at the top. there's this one here.
So I was thinking
that
that
one
one's
has-
currently untaken,
That one
correct?
has its own fireplace, and this one over here seems to have been like a storage space. It could be made into a bedroom, but
I'll take the one with the fireplace as a bed, and I might try and look at converting the storage space into like a little workshop space.
All right, if you're taking that room, then to the bottom part of where Lynn's room is, the only other unclaimed room with the fireplace in it, is that another bedroom?
He's on the fourth floor.
Right.
So this one here you're talking about?
Yeah.
That one appears to be set up as the master bedroom, and it has its own large bathroom here.
Well, night breeze.
I will leave the library as a library, and because I was thinking that Dan was going to take that one. I'll take the one there because that way I can still be near the stairs.
The big one.
Yeah.
And are you leaving anything for Draverax?
He
The
can have
library.
the one underneath me, right?
So there's a room up here.
That room? Yeah.
Okay.
On the second floor with Gus.
Yeah.
He's got lots of big space because he's a big guy.
Yeah.
Yep, just like Gus.
I take like the tiniest room all the way up to the attic.
You
It's like,
But you have
Dan.
your workshop space.
But now I got a workshop space.
Yeah.
I have a turret, and oh my gosh, I'm gonna make that turret so cool.
And yeah, walking around, you do see on basically every floor, about in the middle of it, there's a big water stain. And so yeah, it definitely seems the roof has leaked and has leaked through every floor.
Dan's room.
Oh Lord.
So you're it doesn't seem structurally unsafe, but probably you think there's going to be a good amount of work to have to go into this to make it right. And you do see most of the windows have like broken boards piled up next to them, where they were boarded up the last time you guys were in here, but Draverax came in and ripped all the boards out.
He got some fresh air in the room.
Yeah, you gotta air him out. Okay, cool.
Is there anything else that you're because you've been you brought some stuff upstairs, so that's you've been kind of just checking out upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a bit dirty. There's, like I said, there's bookshelves. There's a maybe you find a chair. There's not a whole lot in here, but there's a couple odds and ends bits of furniture, but not much.
Are there beds?
There are not. It's,
Sweet.
in that in this one bathroom there is a tub, and there's also one here. And both of those bathrooms also have a sink.
Okay.
So they're like a
Is the
complete
water
bathroom.
working?
And these two little ones are just basically a toilet, a water closet, if you will. If you try the water isn't working.
We have to wait for the county to come out with the key to unlock the main. It sometimes takes 2 to 3 weeks. They're a little behind.
Where's
Okay.
Drav's statue this time?
I've got it.
Okay.
And no, you can't have it.
Oh, you should put it in his room. Oh, that's a great frozen shot there for a second.
I should put it in his room.
So that when
Yeah, I'll
when
take-
you're out
I'll
having adventures, he'll just be in his.
No.
in his-
Let's keep it on us.
Take it with us.
Yeah, if I put it in his room, I'll forget to take it.
It's true.
and just flush it down the toilet.
Yeah.
All right. So with the fact that we've had issues with the doors and we are staying here for the first night, I'm going to pose that maybe we do a watch, just to make sure that nobody comes in.
Yeah. And does anyone have anything that could use to maybe take some of the boards that were ripped off the windows and use them to fashion a bit of a patch for the hole in the roof?
Not tonight.
Gotcha. Checking through.
I'll say
everything
it has been raining today, so you do notice the stairs coming up to Dan's room are getting wet.
Hey, Dan, until we get the roof fixed, we have a library, and I got.
Oh no, it's fine.
All right.
I'm just like, I'm good. It's a solid room. I've stayed in worse.
All right.
Windsor Brandon's a hell of a place to.
So you guys are basically just camping here for the night?
Yeah, we'll do a watch on rotation, just in case anybody tries to break in or come into the house.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's taking the first watch?
I'll take the first one. Dan's had a rough day, and Lynn had her horse time disturbed.
Okay. And is it, are you guys doing anything, or just you going to bed now?
If he's on watch, I'm passing out.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Okay, have you make a perception check.
16.
How are you watching? Are you basically just sitting in the common room here, or where are you watching?
For the most part, I'd kind of pay attention to the doors and windows. I'd maybe quietly try to go up the stairs and just walk around and make sure that there's nobody trying to come in the windows or whatnot.
Okay. The main entrance is the one you came in. There's another entrance on the other side here that it goes out to this this balcony with stairs that come down to the ground. So those are the main two entrances. There's a few balconies up here, but there's no easy way to it's not convenient to get to the ground.
Yeah, I would predominantly hang out on that floor.
And I don't think there's any balconies on the upper levels. No. Okay, yeah, you don't see anything unusual. There are, it's a big city. There's people kind of out at every hour of the night. So you do see occasionally people going by on the street. There's people out in the alley. Most of the vendors here in Troll Skull, they close shop for the night. Everyone who's on the alley, so it's not as busy at night. But yeah, there's still people walking through. There's some foot traffic, but you don't see anything that is a threat.
What vendors are on the street there?
Currently, most of them have packed up for the night. But from what you've seen, they tend to rotate. It's not always the same people.
Mm.
You did know the last time you were here. Let me jump back to the big map. And let me make sure I'm pointing at the right place. Yeah, it's essentially straight across the alley. It's this one. So that's a 3-story building, and the 3rd story of it is basically a large greenhouse, and you can see all kinds of variety of plants in there. And there were vendors' booths out in front of it selling plants. So they're probably affiliated.
Which direction does my windows face?
You're on the north side of the building.
Ah, okay.
And the other thing here is this map is lying to you because this building here doesn't exist. So it's basically another exit to the alley.
Okay.
So yeah, people do cut through here as a walking path. All right, and who's taking second watch?
I'll do second.
Or Nightbreeze, who do you go wake up at the end of your...
I figure we would have established probably Lynn.
Okay, so yeah. You can go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, not that good. 8.
Yeah, similarly, there's probably fewer people in the middle of the night, but there's occasionally people coming through, walking, in whichever way. Nothing's really open around you as far as you can see, so no one's really staying long. But there's just people traveling through. Nothing seems to be a threat.
Do you know who likes being woken up in really early in the morning? Is Dan.
Yep, and so we're moving on to Dan's watch.
All right, get up. I'll do like a nice little walk around, check things out. Go see if there's anything that's salvageable in the bar.
Okay, so you're gonna go downstairs.
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
I just kind of like look around, check all the cabinets, anything at all.
Coming down there, it's much as you left it. It does, for some reason, it just seems darker in here. Even though Driver-X did pull boards off some of the windows, it just didn't seem to help for some reason.
I'll try and light it with my dancing light.
Yeah, that gives you enough light you can see pretty well. And yeah, it's dirty. The furniture, there is furniture left here that's mostly broken. It's in pieces. You do see the floor here seems more intact than the ground of the floors above you, but it is starting to get wet. So it's a pretty big problem there with the leak.
Okay.
But yeah, you find basically what you found before. There's barrels full of wine that has very long been gone bad. There's some trash. There's silverware that's just tarnished.
I guess while I'm on watch, I'll try and like clean up some of the trash, like get it into organized piles of trash, or take it to wherever I can take trash.
And you do find, after a moment, you turn around and look back towards the door. There is a note posted there on the inside of the door.
Yeah, I'll walk up and check out this note.
Yeah, it is a fine from the Dung Sweepers Guild for missing your appointment. Fine for 2 silver.
Sweet.
We rescheduled it.
I will take the note and fold it up and put it in my pocket.
We talked about rescheduling. We never
But
did.
we didn't actually do it.
We
just
sent a note.
Yeah,
Right.
I think you
We
sent
went to-
someone.
We went to a place and sent somebody to go. We paid for somebody to go deliver a message to it, didn't we?
Yeah. I guess I didn't get the note.
You said the fine's 2 silver?
Yeah.
Alright. And I'll organize the trash and hold on to that note. And just kind of keep an eye out for things till my watch is over.
Okay. And if you try, there's another sink back in the kitchen. If you try that, the water is not working there either.
Place needs some work.
Which means we need money to make it better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ben, as
Or we can charge it to the Gus Thomas estate.
go ahead and make a perception check for your watch.
Already?
Good thing someone just got 100 gold.
Right? I think
Who
that's
did?
amazing.
I'm not sure you know that.
It's a dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah. Similarly, like as the sun comes up, more people are out and about. You do see some people coming out into the alley to set up their shop for the day. There's you see a baker come in with a tray of like fresh rolls and bread, and setting up, and they're doing business when it's like barely any light coming out. So they start their day early apparently. And yeah.
And I'll be like porch drinking with that flask of bourbon that I have, and just kind of like, hi neighbors, hello.
Yeah, gradually and surely people start flowing in. It's kind of interesting from your perspective, just sitting there, and it's calm for you on your porch, but yeah, just watching the traffic and the hustle and bustle pick up over time. It's kind of interesting, just people watching. You do notice there was one person kind of dressed in probably like multicolored robes. Came in and just kind of look up, and it kind of seems like they're kind of inspecting the manor. And they walk around the corner, and a while back they come back and they're just kind of checking it out.
I mean, of course, I'll look around. Hey, how's it going?
Like, hello, hi. I didn't know anyone lived here anymore.
You know, some people do. Who are you?
Oh, and who are they is a good question. One moment. I did not have that prepared.
It's
as
what
I
we
should
do.
have. And that seems like something I should have remembered, just to actually know the character's name. I know everything else about them.
My default NPC character is called Steve.
Yeah. His name is Treadreth. He's a human. And, yeah, hi, my name is Treadreth. Who are you?
They call me Dan. What brings you to this humble abode?
Oh, I was interested. I saw that, like, there hadn't been any activity here, but I saw the doors had been knocked in, so I was... That wasn't there just a couple days ago, so I was just curious what the activity was.
Oh, yeah, just you know, some building inspections, a couple of things just going
like,
on.
You can see his face lights up. And like, well, if you need any help with navigating the guilds and all of the work that has to be done, I'm a priest of Joaquin, and we happily help out with cases of business and trade, and if you need a project manager, this seems like a big project.
Oh yeah, there's a lot that needs done here. What's your rate?
Well, it depends on what all has to be done.
Assume almost everything.
And yeah, he kind of like smiles back at you. He's like, well, we should start with just an inspection, and then tell me what do you think about doing with this place?
First things first, we want to make sure that it's sound. We want to there's a hole that needs to be fixed. We want to get some flooring fixed, and then we'll really see what type of potential this place has once we can make sure that it's a sound and solid building and good to be used for.
And he's like, and I see it looks like it used to be a tavern. Are you trying to reopen?
Not 100% sure yet. I mean, so I don't necessarily think we're averse to the idea, but we just need to see kind of where we can get the place first.
Oh, okay. And he'll basically hand you a business card. It says Treadreth Wolfhelm, and it's like, we'll keep in touch. I have to finish up some business this morning, but I will look into this, and we can help you out.
if me and the co-owners are looking,
You're cut on out.
oh, I was like, if me and the co-owners are looking, there's a place that you found, or how would we get in contact with?
And his business card has on it the Is there not a temple to Joaquin in Waterdeep?
I thought there was.
I thought there was everything, but it's not on my list. He's at the temple of Joaquin in Waterdeep, wherever that is. I don't know offhand.
We'll go with that.
I'm guessing it's somewhere in the market or the trades ward.
Yeah.
We'll make one up if we have to.
Exactly. Oh, well, absolutely fantastic. I'll have some conversations with the co-owner, but we could almost certainly use the help, and we've already unfortunately attempted to set an appointment for some cleanup and had some issues with meeting it due to other engagements. So looking for someone to help manage those things would be great.
Definitely, that's what we're here for. And yeah, he walks away. And yeah, the rest of your morning is rather peaceful. But yeah, you definitely the alley fills up. People are back to business.
Fantastic.
And if you're looking around, which I assume you are because you were on watch.
Yeah.
Let me wait for my map to load. Somewhere over. It's probably hard to see from where you are right there, but over towards the east, you see. Kind of more towards the southeast. You see some smoke rising. From above, you probably can't see too much over the top of this building, but you see from over around here, you see some smoke rising up. It doesn't seem like anything is a problem. It just seems like there's a heavy chimney. Someone's doing something over there that's causing a lot of smoke.
Gotcha.
At least no one else around seems to be alarmed.
I guess for a little bit, since it seems to be morning and things seem to be going pretty well, I'll just do a quick perusal of the block to see what types of businesses are kind of really close to our new location.
Sure. And by this time, it's probably the time other people are waking up. I guess you guys are waking up at 7 a.m., I'm assuming, somewhere in there.
Something like that.
You guys.
Yeah, I would hope the sun is up now, so maybe there's wake up and I take the opportunity to kind of look around.
So I was going to give everyone else a chance to wake up before you woke
Yeah.
up. So
would that have been a long rest? That we
yeah,
had?
you guys had a long rest. All of you did.
All right, sweet.
So Gus, about what time do you think you're waking up in the stable?
Well, considering I passed out around 7:30, I'd say I'd probably be up by 6.
Okay. You're up pretty early the previous day and had a rather vigorous hike. And
That's true.
combat.
So I figure that the 11 to 12 hours of sleep I got was probably sufficient.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't completely though, because you did wake up to chat with Lynn.
I don't remember that.
Okay. Okay.
I have no idea that happened.
So yeah, somewhere around 6 a.m. you wake up and you have been covered with a blanket in the horse stall next to Lynn's horses.
I wake up and I look around. I'm like, Whoa. Where am I? This is my house. How did I get here? Where is everybody? Oh, man. My head hurts. Where is it? I bet they're over at the house. I'm gonna go over there. And I just kind of get up. But first I stop into the kitchen and I grab some food. Because I'm here.
Mhm.
So I'll grab some food and I'll grab some water. And I'll chug the water.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
change?
Yeah, I was gonna
No.
say you're still wearing your nightwear.
I'm not even paying attention.
You're wearing your nightwear. And is your nightwear the now canon nightwear?
The now canon nightwear.
Yes. Yep, and I'm not even paying attention to it. And I just start walking down the street towards the Troll Skull Keep.
So are you not even like
Troll
wearing
Manor.
shoes?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm imagining he's also like covered with dirt and stuff, and he probably smells, right? 'Cause he like fell like right into like dirty.
Everything.
I'm so confused right now. And all I'm thinking about are where are my people?
So you don't have far to go, but I want to see if there's a chance you run into some City Watch members.
Hey guys! Good morning. Oh,
Oh, are you actually gonna call out to them?
yeah. Hey
Oh,
guys.
yeah. Then they will notice you in a inappropriate state and come talk to you. It's like, good.
Did you
good
guys have
morning.
a good watch?
So we're doing our jobs.
Good for you. Good for you. I'm just heading over here to Troll Skull Manor, where I live.
Like, are you intending to cause any trouble?
No, I live there. Why would I cause trouble?
All right. Well, make sure you don't. And they're
What?
just kind of confused, and they're like checking the time, like who's drunk this early? But they aren't going to prevent you from going home in your current state.
That's good. And I just
But
work my way down the
they
street.
might slow down and just keep an eye out to make sure you're going where you said you were going.
This guy's out of place.
Yeah.
And I just kind of stop for a second and breathe because I realized the whole time I was walking I wasn't really breathing normal. I'm so hungover right now. And I just get right back out of my way. And I'm just get there. Hopefully they're there.
Okay.
If not, I'll just go back home.
We walk away.
And what are Nightbreeze and Lynn doing?
I guess waking up. Kind of just taking in the state of the new place that I will call home for a little while.
Yeah, I'll probably be kind of like tidying and kind of like figuring out like where I want things.
Okay. So then I'm thinking Gus. No, Dan make a perception check.
4.
4. So you don't actually see.
You don't see him.
You don't see Gus coming out. I'll say you. Well, which way are you heading out to explore the neighborhood? Are you heading into the alley or around?
Around.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Well, which direction are you starting? Are you like heading out into the right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Gus is coming in from the left. So Gus, I'll have you make a perception check at disadvantage.
Natural 1.
Okay, you don't notice Dan leaving.
Oh my god.
So Dan comes out and turns right. Gus is coming up the street from the left, but they don't see each other.
Yeah, I
So-
rolled a 17 on the first one.
So Dan, you walk around. You see these buildings. Your immediate neighbors. They appear to be more residences.
Okay.
Coming along up on the corner, that appears to be another kind of rundown place, but it was once really fancy. It looks like that could have been a temple to a lesser deity at one time. It seems abandoned, though.
Interesting.
And looking,
Any notes as to which deity it might have been?
make a religion check.
It's an 11.
An 11, you are not familiar with which deity it would have been.
Okay.
There's no particular distinguishing like symbols that are just prominent, and the architecture, it fits in with like upper class North Ward architecture, but there's nothing specific. But it is fancy enough. You get that like this place had a purpose, but it's run down enough that you think it's not in use currently.
Okay.
Looking down into the alley here, you see that appears to be a business, and it has a sign out front. Let's read it from the text so I know exactly what it is. There's a small wooden sign above the shop's main door. The sign is just a bare piece of wood. And it has a nail in it, and the nail is slightly bent. And that's their sign above their door.
Are they currently open?
They appear to be.
I'll go ahead and see them, stick my head in, see what's going on in there.
You open the door. There's a front room. It contains displays of furniture. It's wooden chairs and tables. Up along the back wall appears to be hanging a bunch of bows and crossbows.
Okay.
There's a counter that is, and behind the counter there's a line of finely carved wooden canes, quarterstaffs, and wooden shields. So this is quite clearly a woodworker's shop.
Gotcha. Is there anyone that I see kind of tending to the shop right now?
Not currently.
Okay. I'll just kind of move on down the road then.
Okay.
Now I have the whiz in my head.
What was that?
And now I have the whiz in my head.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, all of you.
Actually, I'll have you make a perception check before you leave.
Me? Okay. 16.
16. You can hear someone moving in a back room. So there probably is someone tending here. They're just not at the counter at the moment.
Oh, gotcha. I'll see if I can get their attention real quick. Maybe do a little knock.
Sure. And hello, I'll be right out.
Oh, thank you.
We're open. Just one moment. And a moment later, you see a half elf come out, and is like, hello, how can I help you? Welcome to the Bent Nail.
Oh, hi. Yeah. So I'm one of a few owners of a building not too terribly far away, and we're gonna need some work done coming up. So I'm just kind of looking for points of contact, people that I can possibly work with as part of the renovation. And it seems like you guys do woodworking.
Yeah. Oh, great. You said you're moving in near here.
Yeah, Troll Skull.
Yeah. This is Troll Skull Alley.
No, Troll Skull Manor.
Oh, someone finally has moved into the manor. That place has been abandoned since I've been here.
We're hoping to bring it up in the world a little bit. So it's clearly you all do furniture. Are there any other types of woodworking that you do, if we needed maybe any structural work, or if we needed the bar redone.
We tend to specialize on specific commissions. Like we do furniture and other pieces. We're not as big on like just lumber and construction, but we could probably work out something.
Okay, fantastic. Do you have a business card or anything I could take
Yeah,
with?
and
I just want to make sure to share things with the other.
Yeah, and he kind of reaches down. He doesn't have one on him, so he's like, just a moment, and he runs to the back room, and he comes back out, and he has a card, and it you can see his name is it says Talis Solvinar Fellbranch, but in between it has it in quotes Tally. So
Tally ho.
And yeah, he'll as he hands you the card, he introduces himself. Tally Fellbranch. You can come by. We're open most days. Sometimes I have to be out on location, but yeah, this is my shop.
Absolutely. Well, fantastic. Thank you so much for the time, and I'll make sure to take your contact information back to the other co-owners, see if we can get something worked out. Thank you so much.
All right.
And I'll just kind of head on my way.
And by that time, Gus, I believe you've probably made it to Troll Skull Manor. Are you going upstairs or?
Yeah, I'll
tavern?
go into the main residence.
Okay.
As he walks in, I'm pretty sure I would have heard him, so I would work my way down.
I'm not being quiet.
Yeah.
What, do we still have the door kind of like sealed, or I guess if
Well, Dan,
Dan
how did you leave the door when you exited upstairs?
I would have. I would have
Left it wide
attempted.
open.
No, I would have attempted to like close it, but I couldn't like seal it from the inside because I was stepping
Yeah.
out.
So I think Gus doesn't have any issue getting in.
yeah.
Hey guys, are you here?
Why, good morning. So I see that you've decided not to change clothes yet?
Oh man, that's embarrassing.
Wait, I look and I say, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Do you?
I mean, I've clothes, but well,
Yes,
wait. Honestly, how tall are you? Are you 6 foot? Is that right?
I am. I'm 6 foot.
Okay, so yeah. I would you like to borrow some clothing? Because I've looked around and Lynn, you're not downstairs.
No.
Yeah, you need to put something on, dude.
Yeah, I should cover up. This will probably upset Lynn.
Yes. So I say, why don't you go hide in your room for a second, and I'll go get some clothes out of my pack, and I'll bring them down to you.
That would be great. Thank you very much.
All
By
right.
the way, how'd I end up in a stable?
We'll talk about that in a moment. Let's get you dressed first.
That's fair.
Okay. Now let me check and make sure I actually have spare clothes in my. I think I have commoner clothes, right? Please. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, I only have the clothes that I
That's
wear.
weird. It didn't give me common clothes as a thing.
There's nothing common about you, Bob.
I have some.
You have a uniform of your company.
I
Which is
do.
the quality of traveler's clothes.
Okay. I pull out my the uniform that I have and I bring it downstairs.
Oh, well, that looks smart.
It served me well. You can borrow it to more your style.
All right, I'll go ahead and put it on.
Boom. I will give Gus make a history check.
There we go. Make it a good one.
Mm,
Nope.
19.
Oh.
Okay.
I read a lot of books.
I will say that Gus recognizes the uniform. I will let Nightbreeze describe it.
I'm looking through my notes. I knew this was coming. Where was I at? Right here. All right. So, what I give you is it's battle worn. It's a uniform of military style. It's a lot of dark grays. There are different emblems and patches sewn on to signify campaigns and status. With that history check, you would have recognized that the over the left breast there is a single black teardrop that is sewn onto a patch with a single tree underneath it, and that signifies from the mercenary group the Silent Rain. And there's a couple different status ranks and campaign ranks that you probably recognize as those, but you may not recognize what they're from. But you would have heard of the Silent Rain as a group out of the northeast of mercenaries.
Cool. I come out looking all spiffy. So, I take it you were Silent Rain, huh?
Some say I still am.
Cool. I won't dig any deeper on that right now.
Okay.
By the way, what happened last night?
So you got drunk.
Okay.
You won a loot off.
I won a loot off?
It was impressive. It was unbelievably impressive.
Well, I am a great lootist.
And in fact, you won some money off of the deal too. But
I don't have anything on me.
You wound up passing out, and so we decided to get you home. We decided to come back here and kind of move in, and you were at such a state that we realized we probably needed to take you home, and Lynn needed to drop off her horses and cart. And so
okay,
we asked them to put you to bed, and apparently you decided to get into the other clothes that you hopefully have on underneath the clothes that you are wearing that are mine.
No, the robe's in your room.
Oh, it's not a robe. It's canon. It's suspenders and a snug pair of underwear. Great, awesome. But anyway, you got into those and you came out to talk to Lynn.
No.
While she was having her horse time.
Oh, God.
And you passed out. And so we covered you up and we came home and now you're here and you're wearing clothes that look incredibly good on you, by the way, but I definitely want them back.
I also want to be very clear, in that canon outfit is not just the suspenders and the overly tight plaid underwear. There is also a bow tie.
Yes, there's also a bow tie.
What did I say to her?
About how you feel that we don't appreciate you.
Oh. It could have been worse. I'm okay with that.
But at this point, are you coming downstairs? That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's Linda doing?
Me?
You can probably hear voices downstairs.
I've been up in the turret.
Okay.
Nice.
So I don't know if I can hear them.
Did you see Gus walking up?
Make a perception check.
Oh yeah, 21.
You saw
down the street. So there's like arrow slits in the turret. You can.
She saw everything. She's seen it all.
You saw Gus stumbling up the street, conversing with a patrol of City Watch, and walk up towards you, and you saw some of the City Watch like following him, and he came inside, and you heard some mumbling downstairs, so you assume he and Nightbreeze were having a conversation, and the watch patrol, once seeing him go inside, turned around and went back.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's how last night went, and hopefully you got some rest. It was pretty uneventful here. I think Dan's probably out and about. I haven't heard anything from him yet.
So, just to recap,
Sure.
I got drunk. I won a loot off. I won money.
You epically won a loot. I mean, I was impressed.
What song did I play?
You played Stairway to Waterdeep?
Oh man, that was a good one. That's my favorite. And then I passed out.
Yeah.
I exposed myself to Lynn.
Phrasing.
Yes.
Told her that she doesn't appreciate me.
Not just her. You said that none of us appreciate you.
And then I passed out and slept with horses.
We kind of left you where you lie. Well,
You know, I would like to say I'm surprised, but that
I'm not. To be honest, I'm not. Just putting that out there.
sadly that's a normal.
Like, third time this week.
And apparently, none of the people around your estate were taken aback by your state. So I assume this happens often.
So quietly, I say, what did Lynn seem impressed?
You know,
With which part?
I think that it shows great character that Lynn ensured you were covered up when we left.
I'm not sure what that means.
That's where I'm leaving it.
But okay.
So do you feel better today? Because we have to go see Blackstaff.
Other than the fact that it feels like someone has a knife jammed into my brain.
Well, No, that's not real.
I feel fine.
Okay.
A bit curious.
That's good to know.
Where's Dan?
He must be out and about. I haven't really looked through this morning. He was the last one on guard. Ready to come in, so I'm getting ready to kind of look, see if Dan's around.
Dan's on guard duty.
Yeah, we took shifts because, the doors were broken down.
Dan's not a very good guard.
Well, I awoke without my throat slit, so I think we're okay.
Yeah, but I'm nice.
Are you saying you wouldn't slit my throat?
No, because I'm nice.
Oh, okay. Okay, good to know.
I'm not gonna slit your throat.
Yet.
Okay.
And it might occur to you that no one has checked to make sure Lindario's throat has not been slit.
It does, and so I'm going to there's knock on Lynn's door.
I'm assuming I can hear on the door from up in the turret.
Yeah, you can hear a door knocking, yeah.
Okay. It takes a minute.
I'm gonna say, hey, Lynn, it's Nightbreeze, just making sure you're all right. I'm looking for Dan too.
So I'll just yell down, "I'm good. Be down in a minute."
Sounds good. And I come downstairs. Her throat's not slit, so Dan did an awesome job.
Oh. Think we have a difference of opinion there. But okay.
I have seen Dan with my 21 earlier on the other direction.
If you were looking in one direction, I think that would preclude you from looking also the other direction.
Okay.
You were too invested in what Gus was doing with the City Watch.
Bizarre.
You couldn't look away. Yeah. It was like a train wreck.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. I'll come down I know he's here.
I have that effect on women folk.
Oh Jesus!
And I like how the standard for awesome is not getting your throat slit.
Well, I'm not dead.
I'm not dead yet.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Lindario joins the two of you, and
Yeah.
from being up in that turret, she is probably like covered in dirt. It's not the cleanest place at the moment.
Oh, and I was like sweeping it and kind of like cleaning it.
Yeah, you probably did what you could, but it's been a vacant attic room with windows open to the atmosphere.
I'm having no eye contact at all. I'm avoiding eye contact, and I'm, hey, Lynn, you have a good morning?
Yeah.
And you see,
Are you okay? What are you wearing?
You saw Gus coming in what he was wearing last night.
Yeah.
And now he's wearing this military uniform.
Yeah. So I'm very surprised with what he's wearing.
This is Nightbreeze's Silent Rain uniform.
You mother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would I know? Should I do a check? Would I know what that is?
Make
at
a
all?
history check.
I probably don't at all. I got a 21.
Shit.
So you've heard of the Silent Rain mercenaries, but you probably don't know much about them.
Okay. So I just know what it is, but I don't know.
It's about how much I know. Silent Rain. It's a mercenary group.
Okay.
But it fits. Does it look good? You like it?
Better than what you had on earlier.
Oh, you saw that.
I think everybody saw it. Then.
Yeah. What did you do to the city guards?
I said hello to them. I
Oh.
greeted them. I said hello.
They were following you, so I didn't know if you had done something.
I had no idea they were following me.
Yeah, probably not.
My head hurts.
I can guess that you did drink a lot last night.
I don't remember last night.
You did impress me with your lute playing, though.
I heard I won a loot off. I'm not surprised because I am very good.
I was surprised. I didn't know you could play the lute that well.
While they're talking, I'm going to continue looking around. Man.
Okay. You can make a perception or investigation.
Well, investigation perception would be a 20 or 21.
Okay. You confirm that he's not in the building.
Okay.
And
Guys,
just
Dan is
by
not in the building.
Looking out the windows in the immediate area, you don't see him.
Hey guys, I can't find Dan.
We could talk about my loot playing later. We should probably find Dan.
So, Dan, which way do you go after leaving the bent nail?
Do I see any interesting sign?
Well, do you come around further into the alley, or do you go back out to Sardune Street?
Oh, I'll head back towards Sardune.
Okay.
I'm not trying to get too far away from the house.
Then are you going around the block or returning?
I'll head back kind of towards the house and just see if there's anything open, anything going on, any hustle at all.
Yeah, not too much. It's still the buildings immediately next to you seem to be residences.
Okay.
There's nothing too interesting about them.
All right.
So,
Yeah, so I'll just kind of walk, and maybe I'll walk. I mean, depending on timing, I'll be walking past the house the other direction to kind of see what's on the block that way.
Okay. So I'll say if Nightbreeze is actively looking for Dan, you'll see him walk by Sardine Street.
I call out to him. Like, Dan! Gus is awake. Gus is awake and here.
Well, it was gonna happen eventually.
It's important to note that he decided not to change clothes before he got here.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Hey, Dan.
He's in different clothes now, though.
Yeah,
I took care of it.
It's his Silent Rain uniform.
I have no idea what that means. I don't even need to roll. Dan has no idea. Why does he have a uniform?
I wanted to put him in something a little bit more decent. That's what I had in my pack.
He's jealous.
I don't think that's the case.
However, I have to say, I probably look really good in uniform. I didn't see a mirror, so I don't know for sure.
Gus, you are always the second most attractive man.
Sure.
And the first most attractive in my.
I guess that's something.
So I wanna pause here and ask you guys if you don't mind running a little bit long tonight, or do you wanna wrap up?
Well, it appears we're already running long, so yes.
I'm fine.
I'm good. I'm ready.
Okay.
I can keep going.
We can keep going for a bit.
Yeah.
So you're all together. The day is yours.
Yeah. So I'll give everyone the quick update. Treadereth Wolfheim stopped by. He's a priest from one of the local churches, who gave me his business card, and he's willing, as a project manager, to help kind of get our place refurbed. And we do have a local woodworking shop that could help with furniture and possibly a bar remodel.
Man, you've been busy.
And they may do some additional construction, but that's more of an ad hoc. We need to talk to them. And then something that matters slightly more to me is there seems to be an abandoned temple nearby that I might need to do some research into.
All right. While you were doing all of that, how did you do guard duty?
I did guard duty until we were in a bustling area full of people and the sun was up, so the likelihood of something bad happening was pretty low. Because nobody was going to do something with guards in the street and lots of folks around.
That's fair.
This isn't my first rodeo. Okay.
Did you ask anybody about that Erstal guy?
I did not, because I'm trying not to ask random people on the street about someone who might be trying to have us killed.
Fair point.
Okay.
And the plan we'd agreed to last night, Gus, is as long as you're okay with, because as our resident police expert and expert in dealing with legal matters, I need your opinion on this, Gus.
I don't remember last night.
I know, that's why I'm gonna ask your opinion now.
Okay.
We need to go see the Blackstaff and give her an update based on what we dealt with on that mountain, right?
Yes.
I think this is a fantastic opportunity for us to pretend that we interrogated some of the Zentarum-ish people that had killed her guards, and tell her that they told us that Erstal Floxen was the one that was giving their info, and then after breaking loose from any restraints that we'd had them in, you were forced to stab a man in the Achilles and he died. Therefore, there are none of them left.
I like it.
And then maybe we can use that to get either any additional info about Floxen, or possibly have the Blackstaff start helping to take care of him for us.
Before we do anything, can we swing by the estate so I can shower?
You want breakfast?
No, I smell like horse.
I want breakfast. So you want breakfast?
Yeah, I do.
Can you have your people make waffles?
Yeah, I can have them make waffles.
You're the best!
This is why you have friends like me.
There's a lot of reasons to have friends like you, Gus. Yeah, and then I guess go inside, meet up with the group. We're ready to get the home dude showered and into more appropriate clothes. And
how do we want to get the door situated?
Are there any doors that are about the same size on like any of the rooms that we are not currently using?
Probably.
Is this like the simple?
They wouldn't be
system?
exterior doors.
That's okay. It'd just be a door that we could put in place, right?
You could try.
I
could certainly try.
Hey, I can use one of my pitons and just stick it in like it's a normal door.
we could swing by the Bent Nail and just ask them if they could do at least exterior door replacements today while we work at trying to get some of the rest of the work organized.
That's
That sounds
true.
fair.
I do have a little bit extra money. I got to give you guys some.
Well, just put it towards the house.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Yeah, we should probably have a general fund.
Our house. It's a group thing.
Our house.
It's
in
a
the
very,
middle of-
In the middle of our
fine
street.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the street.
Yeah, because I'm not really comfortable leaving when we have a big trunk full of silver here.
Yeah, have I found any places that I
Wait.
could stash this?
The silver's here?
Yeah.
All of our stuff is here.
We could store the expensive stuff at Gus's place.
It's safer there for sure.
Let's do that.
I mean, our
So we're going to
Our
need to get the horse
servants
and
would-
cart and bring it over because it's 120 pounds worth of silver.
We can carry
we
it.
can carry it.
Okay.
Yeah, we can carry it.
Are you going to be lugging around this giant chest like blocks and blocks away here?
No, we can split it up.
No,
and carry it.
we'll split it up and pocket it.
Carry it in our bags.
Yeah. It's pack time.
And our servants are explicitly told that they will forfeit their lives to protect our stuff.
That seems excessive, Gus.
A little. But we'll take advantage of it.
That's okay, yeah, but and we'll work on that moving forward. We'll work on that. I mean, I appreciate it right now, but let's work on that. Yeah, so I'm totally down for packing stuff up. Do we want to head to Gus's first and then swing by the Bent Nail? Probably the right call.
Well, I mean, are they opposite directions? Did I miss that part?
Sort
I
of,
think-
but the Bent Nail is
Yeah.
much closer. It's on your same block cluster of buildings.
Let's do the Bent Nail first.
Just
like-
knock it out really
it's like
quick,
4
and
doors
we
down.
can head out and go to Gus's.
Yeah.
Sure.
Swinging to the Bent Nail. Looking for Tali.
Yep, and you see, he's in there. He's in the back. He's sanding down a table he's been working on.
Yeah. Excuse me, Tali. Do you have a few minutes?
Ah, yes. Welcome back.
Hey, while we do have some extensive things that we're gonna probably done to the place, we do have a desperate need for having our exterior doors replaced because they have currently been broken in some of the exchanging hands period of this building.
Oh, okay.
Is there any
we can-
chance you can do that as soon as possible, and how much would it cost?
That's something we could do. What do you know the dimensions?
This
Is
much by.
It's a door. It's a door.
I mean, I could
It's just
It looks like a door.
It's just right down. I could hop over there and measure it.
yeah. If you could jump down, measure it, and just kind of give me a rough estimate on what it takes to have the doors
I don't know.
named then replaced.
But this is
I don't-
an exterior door. So this is part of the structure. Do you have a permit from the Carpenters, Roofers, and Plasterers Guild?
For a door?
Yeah, I can't do any
Any
carpentry
exterior work,
for,
any structural
for a
work.
structure without a permit
Gotcha.
from the guild.
Okay.
I mean, I could, but then they would blackball me
Understand-
from all the other.
I understand. I wouldn't want to put you in a bad position here, so we'll we'll reach out and see if we can get that handled and be back in touch with you.
Can you start the door?
I mean, I could make a door and sell it to you, but then you're gonna run the same problem. If you try to install that door without a permit, they'll come after you.
Guys, bureaucracy is very important.
Start it while we get a permit, type of a thing.
Yeah, I can work on a door.
Yeah, if you want to start work on fabricating the doors, I think we need 2. Yes, we have 2 exterior doors that need replaced.
Yeah.
If you can work on fabricating them to get the permit to have them installed,
and maybe take a look at the rest of the house and start coming up with ideas to give us some estimates.
I mean, that sounds like a bigger project. Why don't you you guys should tell me what work you need done.
Well, we need the roof fixed.
Yeah, for sure.
And we need the doors fixed.
Guys, let's
and the water.
And he's like backing. I was like, whoa, this sounds like it's beyond me.
Hey,
And he gestures to his showcase. And he's like, we can sell you some tables and chairs.
Tully,
how about some beds? Do you have beds?
We can make beds. I don't have anything right here.
No, that's cool. We will need 5 beds.
All right, and he'll take down notes.
Yes. So let's start with 5 beds,
doors and beds,
2 exterior doors, and then we will work out the rest of that needs done, and we will make sure that either one of us or a approved agent for us is in contact.
Excellent.
Because keep in mind, only a realtor can be a member of the Realtors Association.
I'm not familiar with the Realtors Association.
It's a guild. It's a new guild.
Yeah. So then I guess we'll thank him for his time. We'll leave there. We'll take all of our stuff over to Gus's. And on the walk over there, I'll be like, all right, guys, it sounds like the offer we had from Treadworth is to be a project manager on this is going to be somewhat helpful, because there's permits for doors. That seems really low rent to be needing a permit, but the town.
Do you know? I don't understand anything in this.
Do you know how the city works?
No, clearly I do not.
On bureaucracy. Just know that everybody has to get their piece.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
What the government does is they put a lot of things in place to make it as difficult and as expensive as possible for you to do whatever you want to do. That way, they get their hands on your money. That's about it.
But it's your money. You should use it when you need to.
You do.
There's a guy you can call, right?
Yes.
Well, I can try to summarize a quick Waterdeep civics lesson, because Gus would know this, and the other 2 of you would at least be familiar with some of it because you've lived here long enough that you've been around it.
Yeah.
There's basically 3 powers in the city. The main government is the Council of Lords, that they basically make all the decisions for the executive power in the city, and most of them are masked lords. They hide their identities even from each other, and they go to great lengths to conceal who they are, with the idea being that if you don't know who's actually in charge, you can't bribe them or influence them in some way, because you wouldn't know how to do that. There is one lord who is the open lord, is like the face of the government. Currently it's Laryl Silverhand, and everyone kind of thinks of them as the leader, but they don't have that much more power than any of the other lords. So they're kind of at the top. Below them is kind of the magistrate. They keep the laws, and you've encountered a couple of them already. They basically are the judge and jury for any wrongdoing. They have a lot of autonomy to make a judgment and a sentence on their own for anything. Like if they walk down the street and just point at someone and say they're sentenced to prison, they can just go ahead and do that. But they wouldn't do that. there's a lot of pressure on them, and they have a lot of power is given to them. So they don't abuse it because the other magistrates, if someone was acting shady, would kick them out. So they tend to not abuse their power because they like to keep their power. And you've obviously know the City Watch and the City Guard. You've encountered them, and the Black Staff with Force Grey and the Grey Hands. So that's kind of like the military end of things. But then the third power is really the guilds and the nobles. It's really the economy, and that's one of the things that makes this city different from any other city in Faerun. The guilds really control lots, like if you're trying to be a restaurant, or if you're trying to be an inn and you're not a member of the Fellowship of Innkeepers, the Fellowship of Innkeepers is going to make it really difficult for you to get supplies for your inn and stay in business. So there's no like law saying you have to obey the guild rules, but the guilds monopolize lots of things and make your life difficult if you don't follow their rules. And the nobles throw their money around to make the whole system work. So
yeah, we do.
That's all the bureaucracy, and that's also what keeps the balance of powers in check somewhat. That's what keeps the lords from just kind of doing willy-nilly things, because the guilds also themselves hold a lot of power over what happens in the city. And the lords themselves are like citizens. They have to live and work here, so they have to interact with the guilds themselves for their own livelihood. So yeah, you're quickly going to run into that if you're trying to construct something or open a business here. You're going to have to learn to deal with the guilds. And you've already kind of pissed off the Dung Sweepers Guild, so it's a good start. So I'll say Gus kind of related some of that information in his own hungover way.
Sweet, so we have no idea what's going on.
Well, I think we should, after updating Blackstaff, we should swing by the Temple of Joaquin to see if we can start getting this organized.
Yeah, because I really want to get this place a little bit more secure.
Yeah.
Please tell me that the Temple of Joaquin is represented by a phoenix.
It is.
Absolutely.
I'll look it up later. It's not on my list, so.
All right. Well, now that we've got this situated, we should swing by my place. We can have breakfast. I can get changed. I can smell better. Lynn can see to her horses. Roll in the grass, whatever she wants to do. And we can be on our way.
Yes, Lynn, did you actually go to the yard at all last night? Because I don't think you did. I think you just went, dropped off the horses, and then Gus interrupted, and then you left.
Yeah.
So. But we can fast forward a bit through breakfast. Assume it was delicious waffles, and Gus made himself presentable, and Lynn got to see the beautiful yard.
I'm back to smelling like lavender.
And now I got my uniform back. Yay!
It's strangely glistening on the inside.
I asked if he has somebody that can launder the...
Oh yeah, we launder many things.
I could only imagine.
Are some of those things plaid and include suspenders?
Yes. Yeah, and bow ties.
Those are going in the same load.
Phrasing.
Yeah. Right. Oh man.
We'll take I'll get the horses ready though. We'll take the cart over to the Blackstaff Tower.
sure. You guys went up to the Talmost estate. Now you're heading back to Blackstaff Tower. Which is... Is there any specific way you want to go to get there? I assume you're just coming south, turning right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess just like around the market area.
Yeah, it's a little bit slower, more crowded there as usual. And what day is it? Yeah, this is the start of the 24th. So yeah, it's still people are still celebrating Fleet's Wake, and yeah, the city is full of hustle and bustle. So, but you fight the crowds, make it back to Blackstaff Tower. And much like before, I assume Gus is eagerly showing up his token to show he's a member of the Grey Hands, and they let you in, and they'll see to the horses as you go inside. And this time you find you're entering into a hallway. Whereas last time you entered into seems like a conference room, but you're coming into a hallway and there is a guard member is leading you back. You're passing various rooms. It seems to be like some of them are like filing rooms. Some of them seem to be offices. Someone's at a desk. You go back maybe 60 feet or so, head down some stairs, and there's another room at the end, and they let you in, and there is the Blackstaff Vajra Safar standing in it's a pretty big office space. She's behind a desk, and there's chairs that she's pointing you towards.
Hey guys, my head hurts, and I'm afraid I'm gonna say something I shouldn't say.
Then don't talk.
Yeah, we'll get this. So, Lady Blackstaff.
Yes. What did Halam have to say?
Well, what he said is that
He said
evil twins.
Evil twins play in the winter.
No, what he said was that Evil's twins hide its face for now. Expect that to change before winter's end.
Oh man, I didn't get any of that.
I think that it's important to note that the guards that were on the path at the gate, 3/4 of the way up the mountain, had met their demise to the hand of some individuals that we had to deal with. And we were able to interrogate one of them and found out that they were working for an Erstil Floxton. As originally they said that they had worked with the Zentarum, but it seems to be that these are not real Zentarum, and that Erstil Floxton is giving them things to do. And I think that these two things might be related.
So that was a bunch of things. So she writes down the first line that you repeated, and
okay.
Yeah, when you tell her about the guards, she looks concerned. As it's so what happened to our guards that were up there?
These individuals that we have dealt with had killed them. And we have promised Halam that we would work to get some new guards put in place to ensure his safety for meditation.
There was a shallow grave near the location, near the guard post where they were buried. It's almost certainly appropriate for the bodies to be retrieved and they be given a proper, their families notified.
And so what of the people who killed them?
They are dead and deserve far less of a proper burial.
Their bodies are stacked near the buildings itself, off to the side, very unceremoniously.
So you didn't bring one of the bodies back so our clerics can speak to the dead?
We had issues dealing with them to where we had one of them gravely injured. And in order to return with the information that you sent us for, we deemed it necessary to get the information and return as quickly as possible.
Okay. Well, we'll have to send a patrol up as soon as possible.
There was also a manticore, but we have also dealt with that. It no longer roams the mountains.
So she was not expecting this information. So she's kind of like put off of what she was originally thinking. So she thanks you for your work, and then she thinks like, what did you know of Urstel Floxen?
The one that we were able to interrogate mentioned that they were receiving orders from an Urstel Floxen.
And so she writes that down.
Is that a name that you've heard of before, or
I've not heard that name before.
Certainly didn't ring a bell for us. Is that something else you would like us to look into on your behalf, on behalf of the Silver Hand?
She thinks for a moment. It's like, I'm gonna send up another team to investigate and clean up and restore the guard post. Give us some time, and we'll definitely call on you again if we need your help. And at this point, all of you will receive 1 renown for the Grey Hands.
It's important to note that we have relocated to Troll Skull Manor, and that's where we'll be working on restoring it, and we can be reached there if you need us. But I'm sure you have ways to reach us.
We'll call on you again if we need you, and just make sure whatever you do, don't let the public see the city in a bad light.
We'll do our best.
What do you know of Halam?
He's a monk. He tends to just know things that other people don't.
Because he had personalized messages for us. At least we believe they're personalized. For instance, he told me that there's secrets everywhere in the city. But I don't know how that would actually relate to me. Do you know what he would be referring to?
He doesn't always speak in the most straightforward way.
And he told Dan something about a mechanical man.
She kind of grins, like, no idea. and she'll say, look, I'll be straightforward with you. I didn't actually need a messenger to go up there. And Halam has told me that you aren't a danger to the city. But he does consider you fools. But don't let that worry you. He says that about everyone.
So what does he say about you?
He has his own way of speaking, but he has been friendly to us, and his words are sometimes cryptic, but they always tend to be honest. And yeah, she basically she relates to you. She didn't know of the danger. She was basically putting you on a test to get Halam's opinion of you. And yeah, she can easily use a sending spell, just like she used to contact Gus in the first place.
That's what I thought.
And she apparently has since you've been back.
Well, we look forward to working with you again in the future. For now, I think we have other matters to attend to.
Well, thank you for your work. We will be in touch.
And I'll walk away.
Okay.
Yep.
I bow.
When you
would.
when
Both of
you,
us say you would at the same time.
when you exit the room, you find yourself immediately outside and not going through the hallway.
Okay. Some Harry Potter shit going up in here.
Yep, they'll bring your cart back around and.
So are we still allowed to like do our investigating and stuff? Like, what was the point of all that?
We now have to find Erstal Flaxton, and we also need to track down the beheader in the dock ward.
Yeah, but are we allowed to? She got mad when we were doing that before.
Well, yeah, but that's...
We just have to be, like, flashing our silver stuff and doing it for the city. The city guard is doing it.
Yeah.
So just to summarize and recap, when you guys went and rescued Floon, at the same time, other Xanathar Guild, like, hideouts were also taken out. And you can assume from what Davil said that ooze that you left behind basically dissolved the hideout you were in after you left. So there was a severe damage to a bunch of Xanathar Guild places that you had nothing to do with, but a lot of people think you did. So that's why they were praising you. And reporters came and talked to Gus, who confirmed, yes, we did it. So they ran that story saying that your group defeated the Xanathar, and they were saying that, like, if this adventuring group can do all these things, but why our taxes are going to support the City Watch and the City Guard, and they're not doing anything when there's all this violence. So that's why it cast doubt on the city. That's why the Blackstaff got involved. They're like, you can't one-up us like this, basically, is her message. And so it's basically she's saying, you are now working for the Grey Hands, so anything that comes up like this again, it gets accredited to the city being smart hiring your adventuring crew, rather than an adventuring crew undermining the city.
I have plans for that.
So this is all about, like, perception and spin, really.
Okay. So we're allowed to, like, keep doing stuff. It's just she wants it to be under her name.
You haven't done anything that is illegal enough to warrant any action like that. But she doesn't want the broadsheets to be ragging on her.
Yeah.
So, what do we want to do?
I think we should swing through the Temple of Wakeen first, and then probably get back to the beheader.
Hmm.
I don't even know where to start with that.
Let's get some work done on our house.
And you guys would also just know general knowledge, the second race for Fleet's Wake begins today.
All right. Do we want to start something new now? It's 11:40. We should probably figure out where we're going and head that way.
Let's go to the Temple of Wakeen. Let's get the house in order.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say. Let's say you're on your way there, and let's wrap there for the night.
Sounds good.
It's awesome.
So I'm gonna say I'm gonna be away next week, and I think in 2 weeks it's Christmas, and I've had some other stuff going on. So I think I'm just gonna say I'm gonna take a break until next year.
Okay.
But I have an idea. If you guys want to, there's something you guys could do without me. If you don't want to go a month without D&D, we can do something, and I can possibly set it up as a stream in 2 weeks. So we can.
Sounds good. We can
chat about that in a
Take
minute. But,
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in it. Maybe I want to just kind of run through the generals over email.
Yeah, I'll just let everyone watching know that we're not gonna have an official stream until I think it's the 2nd of January. But there might be something coming in between.
A holiday special.
Yeah.
Holiday special.
Thanks, everyone. It was good.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone.
See you
Night,
next
everyone.
time.
Night.
Bye.